to the tune of OPP. Minority by nature, no time for idle chitter chat and petty iterations. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow.
Trying to keep it slow, like PJ.
I was in the deepest dark swamp of Iowa, Illinois. I was doing my Commander McBride tale for the week, but I forgot what happened this weekend.
I really feel like PJ would be proud of my new dance, but he hasn't. He's our resident defensive line coach for a Division III college now. So,
wait a minute. The only thing is, what do I always tell you? What do I always tell you, man?
I listen. I'm not. I don't believe
everything that you think, especially when it comes to your dancing.
Fair enough. Oh my goodness!
You know I'm messing with you, brother.
Yeah, I remember in the beginning I was doing this shit.
Yeah, Mr. Roboto. It's not 1978.
Now at least I'm getting the PJ vibe going, you know.
It only took 3 years.
Oh, let's just try that again. Here, come on.
Verbally, audibly feasting, boy. Arithmetic, mean logic, metaphors more abundant. Got them feeling over the done it. Think you had enough for the moment. Good morning, yawn. Out of the bed, I crawl. I'm like, oh, dog, hold up. Bump into the thing, pull another thing.
That's the rest of the song, by the way. That's the rest of the opener, by the way. But, yeah. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. As I was saying, PJ is coaching, so he might join us later, but I don't know. He was talking about he was in some pain, so I don't know, with something with his arm. So hopefully he's okay. And if he joins us, that will be a bonus. Carl is out tonight too. It's just Foster and I, and our guest Bearski is going to be joining us in a little bit. Paul from Bearski Films. Man.
We're good,
I wanted to talk about, the fact that they cut Ian Wheeler and kept Roschon Johnson. And now we learn about this Packers trade for Micah Parsons.
And then Booker's injured.
Yep, he's out for 4 weeks, right?
Yep.
I'm voting in this poll. Got 11 votes.
What do you think? Actually, you don't know this. I was actually on what? I don't know. I was on some show the other night. Chicago Sports CSN. No, I can't. Trax. I was on with Trax for a little bit. He sent me a message, asked me if I could jump on. And Jahade Walker made the 53.
Jahade Walker.
Jahade.
Jahade.
I'm saying, look at now. I'm going to start a war because I can't pronounce somebody's name. Yeah, you bastard! You just up. What do we make it? 4 minutes.
Let's save the Micah Parsons talk for later. Fuck Green Bay.
Yeah.
Let's
get there. Screw them.
Let's talk about Roschon Johnson really quick. And listen, Bearski Film's going to come. He's going to come in here and just destroy us. So let's get what we have to say in out of the way while we can still talk.
What if we hit the chat real quick, and then then we bring Paul on, and we bring Paul on and we mute him.
Yeah,
and then give our take, and then we have to take the beating that we get.
Yes.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Let's
do it. Steve S. Bears need running backs. Thanks for joining us, Steve. Relentless Mikey. Armando Lara
Jr.
Steve Rogers, what's up? Thanks for joining us again. Grizzly Bear, Jay Grizz. Squeegee
the man. Minister Charles
Johnson.
I can't do it like you do it.
I heard you try when I was on vacation.
I was trying to cover for you. It don't cut it. It just ain't cutting it, dude.
How about
it's Crimson, you dig? Here tonight.
It's Crimson, you dig? That's such a great name. Thanks for joining us, Crimson.
And
I was
Jay Grizz.
Creighton. Wilfong.
Great Wilfong. Dude, I moved into a different bathroom for this week.
Oh, did you? Good for you.
I got to change some scenery.
Is the toilet a different height? Does it change the background?
I don't even have the toilet in yet. I just crap in the hole.
Good for you. You just keep like a gallon of water next to it,
because it's only this big.
Just flush it down with the gallon of water.
I don't even do that. I was wondering where the flies came from, but I figured that out.
Prometheus is here tonight. Early in chat. Thanks for joining us. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna try to have some fun tonight, like we always do.
Yep.
I'm gonna end this poll though because I'm curious to know if we should. Let's see what the poll results are.
Ooh.
I don't know how to read that stuff. Oh, there it is. 31% said yes. I kind of fear fuck Green Bay, and then 68% said no. Fuck Green Bay and fuck Green Bay. Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
And take the Brewers with you.
Yeah. How do the Cubs get their manager, and still the Brewers are the best team?
Season ain't over. I'm thinking the Brewers peaked too quick, and right now the Cubs they just swept the Angels. So I think I'm back a couple games because I lost stuff over the weekend. I was out of town.
Yeah.
Didn't pay attention to nothing and stayed an extra day. So I'm 3 days behind on everything. But that's why I got the Cubs cap on with the Bears shirt, because I'm trying to get a little Cubs mojo going, because right now is the time to get hot and start playing the best ball of the season.
Yep, 100% correct.
I'm hoping the Brewers did it too early and they're gonna.
I'm sporting my cool Chicago shirt my aunt bought me for Christmas.
That is cool. Because I didn't, when we were doing the members content, I didn't really look at it. That is awesome.
It's all Bears players.
That is awesome. Now I want one.
Yeah. Hey, we should sell them. I'll sell one to you for $150.
Steve, see, that's how far
I'll give you mine unwashed.
No,
for free.
No, that's your aunt gave you that, dude.
I'd rather pay $150 for a brand new one.
I'll find one somewhere when I'm ready.
Do we have?
I won't even, because I'm such a great guy. No, but just like I always say about trying to do the right thing every day, man. This stuff kind of always comes to all this stuff. It just comes to me. So and it don't matter if it does, because I can always
shitting in your hole. You have no toilet in.
Yes.
I'm just gonna remove the toilet and shit right in the hole. Why? I'm just gonna bypass the middleman.
Cutting out the middleman, man. It saves on the water bill too. It smells bad, but
now I know it's a gallon that's flushing this motherfucker.
It's still less water. Whatever. I don't know nothing, man. What we should do is bring on Paul, because we've talked to everybody in the chat. Mikey, Relentless Mikey. I don't know if we.
Yes. Also, thank you to our members, Relentless Mikey, Jay Grizz, Steve Rogers, Cliff Victoria, who's not here yet, hopefully yet. We want to thank John S. Fuck Green Bay. Thank you guys. We want to thank our members. Prometheus is also a member. We have our members' content that we just did before the show, and we'll be putting that out later tonight as well for you guys. So thank you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everybody in the chat too. I mean, we're blessed with these guys because they're just people, man. They're people.
So are you ready to lose the show to a pissed off Bears fan?
Yeah. So what's different? Oh no, you haven't been so pissed off.
No,
you've been pretty good.
I had a couple of soapboxes. I mean, I was most recently pissed off that before the Bills game, James Brown was like, "Oh, Caleb Williams had an up and down season last year," but then everyone wants to preach that narrative, but they don't want to talk about what he did well. Yeah. It just drives me fucking crazy. It's a nationally televised game, and that's all you say. You can't follow that up with, well, he also broke, like 6+ rookie records, NFL and Bears rookie records. So, the ceiling he's got a high ceiling. They could have followed, but no, they have to just end it right there, and leave that with the fucking viewer.
That'll
get an up and down season.
Viewers away, they won't get the clicks, man.
All right, let's bring on.
Yeah, let's bring on Paulie. I was just going to ask, who's MM a tip 1, 2, 3? I don't know if you caught that.
I did not.
Paulie?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, my friend?
From Bearskis.
Just getting people back down to earth.
Yeah.
He's doing. We are step level. We're like steps.
Yes.
Should I go down a little more? Or?
No,
Wait, can I just?
I need chains, man. I need chains for the flag so I can lower it because this seat's up as high.
Yeah, you need to be like you just pull some chains. You just pull yourself.
Oh no, the flag needs to go down. I'm as high up as I can.
Oh.
No, Paul. I'll be right there. I'm gonna put it on the phone. I'll be over there and on show. We'll build a platform to raise you 6 inches.
No, we'll put you in like one of those baby swings, and we'll on chains and or on straps, and you can just pull yourself up. We'll attach it to the rafters. You can just pull yourself up.
See,
you can't tilt the camera down.
No, it's.
Yeah, we look like the Russian dolls.
This looks weird, and this is kind of what I got going at the moment. I'll get it figured out though.
I'm doing
so
my.
You're just gonna have to deal with me being shorty tonight. I'm shorty. So.
Oh man! Really quick, I just want to address. I just want to address. MMA tip 1, 2, 3. People hated on me for saying, "Hey Parsons, dumbass optimistic fans, Pulls is dumb."
He probably meant get Parsons because H and Y are close to G and T. So I'm guessing he meant to say people hated on me for saying get Parsons.
They're saying get Parsons. Okay, thank you. I was reading that like Ron Burgundy.
Yes. No, I'm pretty sure that's what he means. And
but I'm not about trading away the future.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like
Adams is in the it's Kenny. Never mind.
Here's the thing, Shorty. It's like at some point,
Kenny.
At some point, you're going to have to trade away the future, because you cannot stay mediocre forever, right? And so,
that's a good question,
dude. And your job is only going to last so long. So you get to a point where you go, it's boom or bust, right? Unfortunately, I think we're just a year too early. If this was available next year and we knew more about who Caleb's is, you know what I mean? Because, Shorty, you said up and down season, it's just true. It was what it is. We're still going into this year with questions, right? There's still uncertainty at hand, and those questions need to be answered. But, on the other hand, those pass rushers aren't available every year like this. And when you do get them, you sign them for an extended period of time. So when you do get good, they are here. Right, so you got to kind of balance that out, but you got the quarterback on a rookie deal. You can afford to spend some money on the defense. I mean,
oh my God! You know what you just brought to my brain?
What?
in 2018, the Bears thought that they had the quarterback and the coach, but neither of them, they were both far inferior to our current situation with the quarterback and the coach. Plus, the rest of our offense is just, our receiving core and everything else is just far better. This is that same exact situation. Only it's like the Bears had like cold feet on it because of the same situation. Because technically that was the right thing to do. If you had Trubisky and Nagy and they were the guys, you go and you get Mac, right? And Mac puts over the top and allegedly. Wait, let me finish. And so now it's the same situation. Only both the quarterback and the coach are far more superior than those two, and the receiving core and the defense is somewhat, similar. But you add that one piece. I don't know. I'll let you go.
Yeah, no, I mean, same thing with Julius Peppers. Same thing. That top tier defensive end, guys. Okay, I wanted to ask you this. Give me your top 4 most impactful positions.
Quarterback, defensive end, left tackle.
I'm with you. My 4th is defensive tackle.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll take corner. Like I get that. You know what I mean? Like
cornerback, yeah.
But it's really quarterback, protection of the quarterback. Go after the quarterback. Right? And like for me, go after the quarterback's important. That's why I put defensive tackle up there. As far as like band-aiding positions on this team, we have band-aided the hell out of left tackle and defensive end. 2 of the top 4 most impactful positions.
It's like every year we go into this same conversation, right? We're talking about what, one of 2 or 3 positions. It's always defensive line and offensive line, and then pick anything from there, right?
Yeah, and so I go back on things, and I'm always one that's like, man, when you look back at the failure, it's like, well, that was obvious. Things were obvious. If we look back, if this fails, right, we're going to look back at it and go, why didn't we draft a left tackle? Why didn't we draft a defensive end? Why did we take wide receiver 3? Why did we take tight end 2 instead? Dude, and I was talking about this with Carl. It's like Justin Jefferson had 1,400 yards his rookie season. Okay, you're talking about immediate impact. That guy was pick 22, pick 23? Like immediate, huge impact. Rome had 700 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Who was throwing to him?
Wait. But Bearski, okay. Follow that up with as a rookie.
Justin Jefferson.
And then it doesn't sound so bad. When's the last fucking rookie wide receiver that had 700 yards receiving for the Bears?
For the Bears. Dude, so
for the Bears, right.
I'm not trying to win a fucking feel-good trophy here. I'm trying to win the trophy everybody else is trying to win.
Understand.
So I'm going to hold my standards to the league.
Okay, you probably know the stat then. When's the last time a rookie name all the rookie wide receivers that had 700 yards or more?
Dude, I don't know. Did Alshon? No.
Let's look that up.
Maybe Alshon. Dude, I hear you. It's not a great list for us. For the NFL, though, I'll tell you, Puka Nacua got drafted 2 rounds after Zach Pickens did. I'll tell you that. Dude, like last year, Brian Thomas Jr. did just fucking fine, man. Like, but the positions like defensive end, defensive tackle, left tackle, those you got to draft high. Like more often than not.
That was a dumb question, by the way.
What?
There's been a lot that have had more than.
No, it's just not myself. I'm just it's Don Burr. But it's just realism. I'm not going to sit here and no, it's not even about Parsons, King Booker, because I was saying this last night even. And then Parsons just even reinforces it. Guys, we did our season predictions last night. I got this team at 6 wins. I went back to last year when I predicted 9 wins, and that was a fantasy. We got 5 wins, okay? I went back to the list of myself predicted 9 wins. Yeah, boo it. Chat, just so you know, disclaimer, I pissed my chat off yesterday real bad. So, like, feel free to disagree. Feel free to argue with me. I'm going to stand my ground and tell you why. As much hype as there is, there's still a lot of concern, man. Dude, coaching is upgraded massively, right? That was a big concern last year. However, like Andy Reid spent 20 years in this league without winning a Super Bowl until he got Patrick Mahomes. At the end of the day, it's on the players. And you know what I saw the players do last year? Shit themselves. So, dude, dysfunction doesn't just disappear overnight, right? I think we have a good coach in Ben Johnson. And I was arguing this with Carl because Carl's predicted the start of 1-4. And it's like, dude, if that happens that way, if you go 1-5, Caleb's on a fucking hot seat. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can swear on here or not, but
Fuck no, you can't. Why are you swearing?
Why the fuck would you fucking swear on this fucking show?
Why the fuck would you even ask that fucking question, considering how many fucking times you've been on the show?
We are who we said we were.
I know. I don't wanna,
Well, I don't know. Policies might have changed.
But honestly, we might have a good coach in Ben Johnson, but it's all going to be on Caleb's shoulders. Guys, you know what the path to 10 wins is this year? There's one way, and it's Caleb's a superstar. And I'm saying a top 7, top 8 quarterback. If that happens, that's how you wind up with 10 wins. Otherwise,
that is exactly why I have spent so much money on his rookie cards.
That's the problem, Shorty.
I'm trying
to save you here because
what I'm trying to tell you is I went into the future. I went into the future, Bersky, and I saw the Caleb Williams statue that they have outside of the new stadium in Arlington Heights. I saw all the trophies on the wall, and I'm just here to tell you I came back from the future, and I decided, just like if I could have gone back into the past, because I just got the time travel machine. I don't know how to get back into the past, only once I could figure it out to come back to this time, or else I would have gone and bought a shitload of Michael Jordan rookie cards. But I decided to come back to this time because I only knew how to get back to it. And then I decided to buy as many Caleb Williams rookie cards as I could possibly get. Because I believe he is going to retire the greatest Chicago Bear of all time. I am sorry. I am so sorry, Walter Payton. Yeah.
And
but even Walter would have admitted that he would want someone to become greater than him.
And that's a bigger fantasy than me predicting 9 wins.
I'm a big dreamer.
So let's talk about reality, because reality is that Jaden Daniels didn't need time to click with his coach. He seemed to do just fine. Take a poor franchise and lead up. Dude, a couple of years ago, we're in the same situation as Houston. Okay, at the end of the year, they're a playoff team. We still need more time, right? And then we're in the same situation as Washington, very similar, and they seem to get it done. And dude, the Broncos were supposed to be the worst team. They seem to get it done. Bo Nix seems to do fine, right? But we just need. Oh no, we need new coaching. Okay, this year, dude, we're in a similar situation as I feel like.
1 second, Bersky. Oh shit! I messed it up.
Then I'll have some egg rolls, some tin ping dong, and then I'll have some egg rolls, some tin ping dong, and a glass of Zach Charbonnet to wash it all down with.
What exactly has Caleb done that makes you so confident? Can you just lay that out for me?
He threw for 3,541 yards. Okay. 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He holds the Bears record for most passing yards without an interception. He holds the NFL rookie record for most passing yards or most passes without an interception. He holds 2 other NFL records, and they're both Bears records. And he had 6 comeback drives that were five of them were not wins. The final one was against Green Bay. Both Green Bay games were multiple comeback drives to win the game, but the first one was blocked. The same thing with the Vikings. The same thing with the Commanders. He had 3 drives in a row. The second one was, let me finish, was the fumble by a fucking offensive lineman playing fullback. That would have put them up a point. But no, the defense stopped them, and he went down and scored again and actually got that touchdown back. Things like that. These are not these are unique things that we see from any quarterback, much less a Bears quarterback. So for anyone to be down on him because they're listening to the national and fucking local media talking about all the bad plays, and they're not talking about that. Let's keep going, because there's more games that he did that in that we lost. So, you add all that together with this shitty, incompetent coaching staff that should have been fired last year. And I believe if they would have done that, Ben Johnson would have left then, because he wanted to be a Bears. He wanted to be the Bear. He's a Cub. He knows about the Bears.
He knows Chicago. They know Chicago.
Right. And then he loves Caleb as well. So I believe if they would have fired him last year, I would have been pining for Harbaugh. But then when they would have gotten Ben Johnson, I probably would have shit all over that at first. And then I would have been like, wow, this guy's amazing. Because
I'd still go with this was all worked out a year ago, man.
Yeah. So all of that combined, how could anyone not have nothing but like overpouring hope for this quarterback, considering what he did with that team and in overall in general?
I hear you. So you can't. You're the quarterback. You can't kick the field goal. You can't go out there and defend the Hail Mary. I get it, right? From his position, from what you asked him to do, yes, he performed in some clutch moments. He put you in position to win some games. Yes. What gives you concern about Caleb?
His
Or
height.
is it all just green lights and rainbows?
The only thing that gives me any concern is his height. I feel like maybe some of his balls were they floated a little bit too high and were overthrown because he's trying to get it over 6'7" guys, 6'5", 6'6" dudes. That causes the ball to float coming out of your hand when you're trying to get over. So that's my only concern. So
only concern. So like when you're talking about NFL record,
Really talking about
68 sacks
preseason.
doesn't really.
let me finish. If they can create throwing lanes for him with the offensive line geniusness, then it's like Drew Brees. He was the same height. It's not like it can't happen, but you have to, like, his arm is strong enough that you can drop him back 15 yards and he can still throw it 60 yards for a 40-yard completion.
Okay.
Or a 45-yard completion. So there has to you can't make him a pocket quarterback because the pocket is too tall. So that you have to spread him out a little bit to get over the line. And that's if there's one thing that's going to fuck him up, it's going to be they're over trying to turn him into a pocket passer, which he's just any quarterback that short is too small to be a pocket passer, unless they make they create the passing lanes for him like they did Drew Brees. I'm done.
Yeah, so like we saw Burrow struggle to overcome a bad defense last year, right? But Caleb's going to be fine without us having any kind of pass rush. He's going to be fine with a band-aided left tackle. He's going to be fine with one running back who can run the ball. Like that's all okay, right? Dude, we've invested so much into this offense, so much, that we're expecting the offense to carry it without many excuses. And when I look at this division, man, you can make a case for the Packers getting better. You can make a case Vikings still being good. You can make a case that the Lions got worse, but at the end of the day, they were really damn good last year. And then you can make a case that the Bears got better, but that's the hardest one to make out of all those. That is the hardest one to really buy into, man. It is. Like, we were fourth in the division. We got 5 wins. Guys, let me just remind you, last year, okay? Let me just give you wins and losses, okay? First game, win. Second game, loss to the Texans, loss to the Colts. Win against the Rams, win against the Panthers, win against the Jaguars. And then you have loss, win at the end of the year. That string of losses there was ugly. And so, like, yeah, dude, it's concerning because the team is not at a point yet where this is, dude, I think we're still a year away. I think Caleb needs to take a step forward this year. I think we need to answer a lot of questions. I don't think we're making the playoffs yet, man. I'm sorry. No, the crack pipe, man. That's for Carl. It's crack pipe Carl, guys. But yeah, come week 8, week 9, when it's not looking so pretty, everybody gets down because you built yourself up so high. Like I said, I go back on last year where I predicted 9 wins, and it sounds insane. Okay,
11 here.
Where we're at, like. And I don't know. I'm finding it hard to really, really buy in that all of a sudden, all this dysfunction that we've seen and everything like that is just going to miraculously fix itself. And like David brought up this point. He's like, what makes you think we're going to beat the Vikings? I was like, okay, well, because we did play them well. Right? Like last year we took it to overtime and only lost by 3. So, like, yeah, maybe we're not that far. Maybe we could turn those close games into wins. But, like, let's not pretend that there isn't a lot of work to be done. We've seen more dysfunction than success. And
all right, guys, and that's the show.
Yeah, all right.
It's almost like Carl's here.
I can't
hope you're good.
Trying my best.
Until I see it. I see that execution, like it's got to come together because to me there are still red flags, still things to be concerned about. Like, dude, if Caleb goes out there and starts getting sacked like 5 times a game again, it's not going to last.
All right, Foster, do you have anything else to say? Like,
yeah, because I've been sitting here.
Cheer me up a little bit.
I've forgotten about 10 things I wanted to say in this.
Sorry, guys.
No. Don't. It's nothing serious. So let's go.
Hey, you haven't gotten cold yet, Bearski.
Let's just go with this. So I'm Caleb. To me, Caleb doesn't have to be a superstar. He doesn't have to be.
Okay.
We've got more talent than we've had in 15 years on this freaking team, offensive wise. And correct me if I'm wrong saying that. Do you think that? Could you agree with that statement?
Yeah.
I agree. Yes.
Okay.
I agree that there's a lot less holes to fill than there's been in a long time.
Sure, certainly. So, just starting with that, I don't think he's got to be the superstar. I honestly think, depending on the running back room and how that shakes down, that all he's got to do is repeat last year, minus the sacks. That right there would increase everything else, yards, touchdowns, the interception thing.
You take away 30 sacks? Yeah, that's like 30 more possible plays, right?
So, and I mean, and here's the hugest factor is the coaching staff. I said this on a show I was on the other night. I'm like,
wait, are you fucking cheating on us?
Yeah, in the last 60 years, 50 years. I go back to last time Hallis was coaching the Bears. I think early 60s. We've had 2 good coaches since then. I mean, 2 good. I'll just start with the head coaches. So just with the head coaches and staffs, we've had 2 of them. We've had partials, like, great, 2018. I honestly was, like, shocked that we made it that far because that offense sucked. I don't care what anybody says. Justin Trubisky was not great. He had 1 great game. Go back and watch the games. Every game I was bitching, man, we should have scored there. We should have scored there. I mean, you're blown, whatever. So just taking just the offensive side of the ball with the coaching and the talent that we brought in, because I'm sure, because this always happens, especially to my teams that I love. Not all the talent's going to shake out, because it always happens. Think about it and be honest with yourself. How many times? Because we always bring in guys too late. I don't think we did with Tooney, but things just happen that way, and it happens every damn season, whatever sport I'm watching. Look at the Bulls. I mean, I won't even go there. So just on the offensive side of the ball, I don't see how we can't be better than we've been in recent years, period. Let's just go back with the last 4 or 5 years. I don't see how we can't be better. Unless somehow this team can't do it, and again, we're scoring 17, 18 points a game. Give me 24, 28 points a game, we're going to win some games. Go to the defensive side of the ball. I think I'm a little more concerned with that right now due to injury, and maybe there are some guys that we should have drafted or picked up that we couldn't I can't see how Poles wouldn't be on the phone with Dallas about Parsons, but if we got to give up so much to get him, is it worth it? And then how much? I mean, even with that, how much trouble are the Packers going to be in with the Parsons and Love contracts in a year or two? I'm just throwing it all out there as it's coming.
Here's.
Wait, let me just finish the defense before I forget.
I apologize.
Not my bad. Defensively, I'm a little more concerned. I mean, we were talking about hindsight earlier because you were saying, "Oh, we could have got this guy, that guy." If we didn't take Tyler Gordon or Jaquan Brisker, let's say, just take one of them out of the equation, there was guys that we could have got to help this offensive line sooner. But if we did, we might not end up. We might not, like you brought up on the what do you call it before? Whatever before the pre-show, our members content.
Member pre-show, yeah.
Well, then we might. I said something. You said, well, then we might not have gotten Ben Johnson, and it's the same.
Oh, if we would have won that Commanders game.
Right. That hindsight's 2020. I mean, there's probably 5 or 6 guys. I think if we didn't take Brisker, and somebody's talking about this too, that are now great players in the NFL that we could have had offensive line, defensive line. I think there was a safety in there just to go with, but I just don't see how we can be worse than last year or the year before or the year before.
I don't either.
Saying we're gung ho, we're going to win. Look at, what do I got us winning 10 games? I think I'm one of the lower ones. PJ might be the lowest, but
I'm 11-6 again.
I think I got 10-7. And
I actually have that here. We can pull that up.
So I am more concerned, Paulie, with the defense right now, with Booker going down and what we've seen in some of these games. I know it's preseason, but when's Johnson going to be back? Is he going to be back? Is he ready for game 1? Because, like I said, the last 3-4 days, I missed that the Cubs got swept by the Giants. That's for me, that's terrible to even not know that.
PJ had the worst record. Then Carl had the worst record. Then PJ.
What's Carl? Oh, that's right. Carl won 7.
Then you. I went.
See, look I don't even have him winning. I went winning 9 games.
Oh, I went 10-7. Okay, that's right. I thought I went 11-6.
I think didn't Chat went insane with 15-2.
Yeah, Chat was on cocaine that night. They're just win.
They were pulling a shorty, Paulie, and drinking like a 6-pack of White Claws and 40 milligrams of gummies. So thank you, Creighton. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure, man.
Yeah,
JJ is ready for week 1. So I mean, there's just.
Listen, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, though.
I'll stop.
If we thought we were in the position in 2018 with Trubisky and Nagy to trade for Mac, 2 first-round picks plus more than that, then isn't this our window right now? Because the Packers are paying their quarterback. We're not. So if we got a 2-3 year head start with Micah Parsons' contract, and they only traded him 2 first-round picks. That's it. It wasn't any more than that. Like we traded for Mac, that would have been better for us to. And I'm not saying that maybe they tried, but he didn't want to play for the Bears or something. I don't know.
You don't know.
I would not have been upset if they got him. Like, yes. Like I said, those opportunities for that kind of player don't come around very often.
But
is our window open?
Someone like that.
Let's entertain this, okay? So even those close games last year, right? Say you steal one away from the Vikings. Say you steal another one away from the Packers, right? Say you steal that Washington win. Guys, we lost 6-3 to the Seahawks, by the way. But
I was at that game.
Jesus. And say you just steal one more somewhere, right? And you get an extra 4 wins. You have 9 wins. The Packers still have 10. The Vikings still have 13. The Lions still have 15. You're still 4th in the division.
Right.
Right? So the reason why the Packers made that move is because they're trying to get over the hump and compete with the Vikings and the Lions and become the better team. Dude, we still have ways to go. This year needs to be a huge stepping stone. We need a lot of questions answered. We cannot be left at the end of this year talking about the same things I'm talking about right now. Like, no, I need to be way more confident that Caleb is the guy rather than being like, well, he could be the guy. Dude, they should, on Hallis Hall, they should just embed it into the cement. We hope to get lucky. Because it seems like that's what we're banking on right now. We're really hoping to get lucky here.
Every night.
And, dude, this division's so tough right now. It's so tough. It's really, really good. And it's hard to compete in. And it's not just going to flip like that, dude. We talked about earlier in the year how, like, even this offensive line thing is a 2-year project. They did a ton of work on it. It's not done. We still need a left tackle. Our guard position is still fluky. You know what I mean? Like, there's still work to be done. And although they have drafted some pieces, like, there's just some obvious Band-Aids. And like I started the show, 4 most impactful positions. They seem to be on 2 of the 4 most impactful positions. Like, defensive end and left tackle have not been addressed. Those are going to make a difference. That will play out. Dude, could you imagine Micah Parsons against Braxton Jones right now? The idea of that. I mean, I know we don't face him till week 14, but, like, the idea of that is just hilarious. And, dude, I'm just, like I said, I can't get on that, like, 10-win train just yet. I wanted to. I really did. And then I brought myself back down to earth, and I said, no, wait a second, because this thing still has a chance. Like, dude, why are we pretending like we haven't failed quarterbacks before? We've done this dance. Like, I hope it's different this time. We still don't know yet. And this year's going to say a lot. It's going to determine a ton.
Tin Pan Dog here saying, I have confidence in our coaching staff as a whole, and I do too. And that really puts me in a conundrum when I bring up and change the subject to the thumbnail of the show, which is why did they keep Roschon Johnson? Like, what? Did he play a single snap in any preseason game? I don't know. There might have been something I missed. Maybe somebody can correct me on that. I don't think he did. But we did. And on top of that, we didn't hear a damn thing about him in training camp. And they kept him over Ian Wheeler. Like, was Ian Wheeler injured again for the rest of the season or something?
Ian Wheeler is an undrafted free agent that had an ACL surgery last year.
And he was still playing better than Roschon Johnson because we didn't even have any.
Be your best blocker, though. Like, at the end of the day, dude, I saw Kyle Monangai get blown up. Like, we traded Herbert away, not because he was a bad running, because he makes the offense one-dimensional. You're not putting him in a pass block, right? So, like, what Roschon Johnson does provide you, at least, is a little bit of balance. Sure. He might not be a superstar running back, but when he's in there, it still allows the offense to be balanced. I don't know. He's under contract. It's serviceable.
It's the draft pick. It's one of Cole's guys, but beyond that fact here, he is the best blocking running back on the team at this point, because I haven't seen anybody else doing it in an NFL game yet other than him. If you go back and you remember, before his concussion, before that injury, he ran the ball differently after that injury until late last year. He started looking kind of like himself. I always thought that I literally said, if you go back and look at the shows, I said he's going to be a starter. He could be a 3-down back in my eyes. I still hold that. I'm just a little disappointed in what I've seen from him. So, and this coaching staff, they know more about these guys than we do because they're not there with them every day. Also, look at the coaching staffs he was working with prior to this season. I definitely believe that they were not using him right. I don't know how many times I said, yeah, you're going to first play of the game for us offensively. You're going to run it to behind the left side for a 1 or 2 yard game with Swift, when, I'm sorry, you should have been pounding it up the middle, left, right, center, whatever, with Roschon start the game, because he's going to get you to 2 or 3 yards at least. I don't know how many times I said that in a game. Just, I know what you're going to do. You're going to run it. So do they. And you're going to run it to the left side or the right side just by the way they're lined up. And that the other team knew it too. And Swift is not that guy. He's not that guy. Roschon's better at that kind of stuff too. But basically the coaching, I mean, when your quarterback's saying, yeah, I never watched any film with my coach. He just told me to do what I wanted. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? With the rookie quarterback here,
Yeah, that's
film,
absurd.
the room. I mean, so again, it comes down to this, and I like to feel confident when we got Eberflus and when we got Nagy. I just didn't. I'd like to feel confident. I was optimistic, but I don't feel the same that I do about bringing Ben Johnson. And then when they start, because coaching is so huge, and we know it for a fact. We know. Look what the Rams do. Look what the Rams do. Two of their Cooper Kupp's gone. They got Nakua, and then they got three guys. Can you name the other three wide receivers? No, but they're all good. Two of them are going to go for over 1,000 yards under Puka Nakua. Because of this is all coaching and scheming.
Yeah.
So then they get Johnson, and he starts bringing all these guys. How could you not be more optimistic than I've been in 15 years as far as coaching staff? I actually am truly behind this coaching staff going, okay, now, for the third time in my life, I think we're going to start building a team that can have a 10-year run.
I want to talk about what
we did with Lovey, and we haven't done it with anybody since George Hallis was coach.
Boy.
Don't lie, facts don't lie. Go, Shorty.
Boy Boogie. Thanks for joining us. Haven't seen you in here before. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Roschon is good. The last coaching staff didn't know how to use him. They used Doug Kramer on the goal line. That goes to your point. That's why I wanted to bring that up.
Just, it's coaching. How many more games would we have won the last 3 years if we had a better head coach? Because I know if you go back and look at the games, everybody's going to have an answer. Everybody's going to throw a number at that. Everybody. Look at.
And Crimson's right on with that.
Second season when of Justin Fields, because he was not passing. He was different at quarterback after Nagy was gone.
Yeah,
it was his third season for me that really did it. When they went 0-4, that game against the Broncos, it was Matt Eberflus's second year. But here's the thing: it's like at that point we did a show and we're like, this guy's done. He is not it. But then at the end of the year, wins went up. It's only your second year coaching. There are things to lean on to make the case for you to keep your job, right? And so it's like it's hard to pull that trigger when those situations exist. But from like mine and David's perspective, just as fans sitting on the couch watching it, we were like, no, like Flus is not a good coach. This you don't fail that bad, that consistently, and just turn it around, right? Dude, I'm with you, Foster. I'm very confident in Ben Johnson. And, like, I did not want him. I wanted Vrabel because I wanted the known consistency. So far, Ben Johnson has overexceeded whatever expectations I had of him. And I'm really buying into the fact that you might be right. Like, we might finally have a real coach here, which is great. But at the end of the day, this is why I brought up Andy Reid. He coached in this league for 20 years without winning a Super Bowl. We knew he was a great coach because he was making NFC championship after NFC championship. But it's the players that got to go out there and get it done, right? Like he finally won one once he got Patrick Mahomes. I look at these players and I go, man, this team was very dysfunctional. And that's my concern. It's like, that's why I'm saying it is on Caleb this year. It's do or die for Caleb, because if you are a real coaching staff, you know what real coaching staffs do, Foster? You know what the Rams did? They made a Super Bowl with Jared Goff and then traded him away so they could win the Super Bowl. If we made a Super Bowl with a quarterback, like we're not trading that guy away.
We made the biggest, longest contract ever in the history of the Bears.
Start for another 2 years at least. We would ride that train out till it made sure to crash in front of our eyes. You know what a real coaching staff does? You know what San Francisco did? They traded up to pick 3 for Trey Lance and cut bait with him and started a 7th round quarterback and still made the damn Super Bowl. A real coaching staff is definitely confident in their talent evaluation skills, and that's what sets the bar for Caleb now. Right? So now it's like, Caleb, you have to be this good, because if these guys are a real coaching staff, they're going to hold you accountable. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Again, it's do or die, dude. It is do or die this year for Caleb.
I'm just like, hold on, I got to do this. Brian Gilmore, who's down with BCP? What's up, Brian?
Hey,
Hope you're good, man. It's like this
Danny.
though too,
Yes.
because I say this a lot. And a good coaching staffs don't do this. They don't bullshit themselves into keeping a guy because they drafted him, or and I'm talking general manager right down the line. Like you said, San Francisco, they trade up to Trey Lance. Nope, no good, done. So I mean that's the kind of stuff that has to be done. Now I don't know if Poles and Ben Johnson are making mistakes with guys right now, and we could even just say Roschon Johnson. But you said, I can't remember if you said you thought you were better off with Roschon or not.
No, I'm for keeping Roschon because
Right.
who are you replacing him with?
Well,
Like, did Wheeler get picked up by another team? Did he
What?
get picked up? Is he somewhere else, Wheeler?
Nope.
No, you
Not
could
that
go
I-
get him
not that I'm
tomorrow. If you
aware of.
wanted. Yeah, you could still get that guy tomorrow, right? You cut Roschon, I think somebody's going to take him. Somebody's going to pick that guy up. Like
Crimson says, and where are the 49ers now? It was one season, man. They're going to be back.
I hear you, man. They went to
They're
overtime.
going to be back and back with a vengeance this season.
No, dude. They opened up their window. They mortgaged a lot. They tried to do the same thing the Rams did. They traded away picks for Christian McCaffrey. Dude, they got so close. They took the Chiefs to overtime.
Yeah.
They didn't get it done, Crimson. And like, dude, if you open a window and give yourself an opportunity, like, I'll take that, right? Like, I'll take that opportunity. Dude, we go back to the double doink, and we're like, well, if we just didn't double doink, like, dude, you want that window to open up. You want those opportunities and those chances. And I get why teams mortgage for it because you're playing against Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, right? And, like, you have to beat him. The Rams got lucky they wound up facing the Bengals that year. That's really what happened, right? And so, yeah, dude, it's a hard division, hard league, hard league. And so, like, there's a ton of work, and I think we're far away from that. Like, we're very far away from that still. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like, that's why the Packers gambled with Micah Parsons. We didn't, I think, because I think we're still just short of knowing some things. There's too many questions still. I don't know.
I absolutely agreed. I just still look at this. I look at going through my lifetime watching the NFL, all the teams that were consistently winning. They had down years after they had their 8 or 10 years of making the playoffs, maybe a Super Bowl, that kind of thing. Having a good, solid team for 8 or 10 seasons, you're going to have a couple bad ones. But they all took, and the Steelers are the greatest example because they started in 69, and by 75, they were winning Super Bowl. But it took 6 years to rebuild that team, man. 6 years. I don't want to go that long. But on average, it's going to be 5 years. And you got to be honest with yourself. I mean, I'm sure, because I know Poles did everything he could to make this a jump start after that first season because the contract situation is a mess, as we know it. Oh, and Shorty, Creighton Wilfong said that Wheeler's been injured wave because he's reverting to IR or something like that. So, and I don't know what that's correct, but that wouldn't surprise me.
That sucks.
As far as Micah Parsons, we were going to face him once anyways. What's the difference if we face him twice? Besides, he'll be injured at some point this season, and he's not going to help the Packers as much as everybody thinks. I just got a gut feeling about that because they have other issues. Now that they signed him, they have a couple other issues on that defense, and it's basically the line. And then, I don't know. I'm just – what's the difference? We were going to play him in Dallas. We might as well play him twice with the Packers. And you think that Ben Johnson isn't aware that Micah Parsons, he's probably heard it the minute it happened or probably knew before the trade. They're going to trade him right now. He's going to Green Bay, coach. Okay, no problem.
We might as well play him twice with the Packers. Is that what you said?
Wait, what?
You said we're going to play him against the Cowboys this year. We might as well play him twice against the Packers. Like, really? Hey, don't believe everything that comes out of your mouth.
That's right. But I had literally said, fuck it. We were going to play him once. Now we got to play him twice. Just win. PJ said it in there earlier. Just win, baby. Just win.
Makes the Dallas game easier. And that game's sooner.
Yeah, week 3.
I'm more concerned about I need a hot start here, man. I need to go like 2-1. Or 3-2 by week 5. is a necessity. Like I don't think we can start slow and then expect things to just fix themselves. I think we start slow. That's going to create more problems than anything else. I don't know. I think this team's got to come out and show that they're ready to go. And you got to motivate these guys and create, the mindset in their heads that there is an opportunity this year. Because, dude, it is the NFL. The talent levels are so close. They are, right? But yeah, dude, we've been struggling consistently for the last couple of years.
Yeah, Shorty pointing at it too. Sorry.
King Buka says Cowboys and Green Bay are the same damn team. One just plays in a dome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Crimson. I hear you.
Crimson's for our audio listeners. Bearsky, Crimson. It's Crimson. You dig? Says at Bearsky. I agree, but this ain't the last 5 years, is it? New president, new GM, new head coach. George McCaskey finally took his hands off. Meaning I think what he means by that is, he inherited the team now. There's no there's probably a little bit of a weight lifted off with Virginia,
Yeah, because he was going in about the 49ers.
Yeah.
And saying, well, where are they at this year? And it's like, dude, I get that. They're not in a good spot because they're now suffering for the gambles they made for that window to open up, for the draft picks they spent and everything like that. And they didn't win like the Rams did, right? So, but I said I'd still trust what they did in the last 5 years over what we've been doing in the last 5 years. And so, I think the 49ers are not in a good spot right now. But the whole point of that thing was just holding quarterbacks accountable. They were still willing to cut bait with a quarterback they traded up to pick 3 to get and started a 7th rounder. And they made a Super Bowl with that 7th rounder. They didn't skip a beat. So, it's more about that than comparing the actual, organization to organization. I think we've been doing two different things, but I do know that the 49ers definitely have a good coaching staff. I would take Kyle Shanahan in a heartbeat.
Over Ben Johnson right now?
Ben Johnson hasn't done anything. Yes. Right? Ben, I might have a different answer for you at the end of the year. But I also might have the same one. Ben Johnson still has everything to prove. Kyle Shanahan has proven to me that he can coach in this league. Andy Reid, dude, he was.
Get out of my head.
When Andy Reid got let go from the Eagles, somebody won the lottery. You know what I mean? Because everybody knew he was a good coach. He just, that just didn't happen then. So okay, but it happened somewhere else. A good coach is a good coach. I do feel confident in Ben Johnson, though. I do think we have a good one finally. And, dude, Kevin O'Connell's a damn good coach, though. I'm confident in that guy, too. Matt LaFleur, so iffy about Dan Campbell, too. But, Kevin O'Connell, what he's been able to do with that Vikings team is so impressive. I've had them failing every year, and it's they get 12 wins every year. I just don't.
I know, me too. Yeah.
I don't know how.
And every year, my buddy, who's my Dave Ski, is like, "Oh, the fucking Vikings, they're going to be the division winner." And every year, he's right when he says that. Listen, Ked's the Canuck. What's up, Keds? He's like, "I'm so fucking mad right now." Keds, you want a link? You want to come on and preach it to us? You want to talk to us?
Send him the link because I know.
We'll send you a link if you want, my friend.
It's the Parsons things, man.
It is the Parsons thing, and it's.
Dude, and it's just here. It's Green Bay. It's just there, and I'm not all in on Love, dude. I've watched too many of his games, and just he's consistently inconsistent.
They are
just go watch every pass he made last year. It's on YouTube.
They did not go out and get Micah Parsons so that we don't gate on them and overcome them. They got Micah Parsons so they could try and beat the Vikings and they could try and beat the Lions.
Yeah.
That's their concern right now. Yeah. And we're over here,
and that's
making
kind of just the way I like it because they're not going to look hard at us, man. They will, but we are not their concern. We are not the Packers' concern.
Yeah,
it's the Lions and then the Vikings.
And somebody earlier said they probably stopped by. I told you I'm going to piss off your chat tonight. But they're like, they're like, there's no way this team gets worse. Guys, 6 wins is better.
Yep.
Let me remind you of that.
Yeah,
We get 6 wins. That's an improvement from last year. We're not in a great spot right now.
I'm sorry. I feel they're going to start off slow. I wish they would have played the starters a little more, not counting the Kansas City game. Just to get the continuity. I mean, and then that might have not even mattered, but I think having Tooney not play, man, Newman, what a surprise that is. How he's looked and played multiple positions in one game. That's the one thing too that I wanted to talk about and I forgot was. So I've been saying, I think maybe we got some depth on this offensive line for once for 3 years, and kind of in the back of my head going, do we really? Well, we could. I don't know, but with the draft, even people are bitching about the Ozzie draft. I think there's somebody that can play, that can back up right tackle, and I think, okay, so left tackle still a question. You know what? Maybe we gotta address that next year, but maybe we don't. I know. Braxton got knocked around a little bit here and there, but I'm hoping everybody can improve just by being around Tooney. Just the fact that he's in that locker room with those guys, little tips during the game. It shouldn't do anything but help everybody on that line. Interior line, not now, boy. So if we got Bill Murray and Newman there, I feel better about the interior offensive line. PJ and I have been on an interior offensive line tangent for 3 years.
Did Bill make the team?
This is the best I felt about it in probably 5.
I have one question and one comment. The question is, did Bill Murray make the team? And the comment is, we got Rocket Dream, Shooter McGavin, Duke Rufus.
Yeah.
Joining us tonight. Thanks for happening with us tonight, guys. They're all 3 are new names in a row. Did you guys come from Twitter?
Shooter McGavin, I've seen. I just don't know where.
I think he was in Happy Gilmore 1 and 2.
Absolutely. Murray didn't make it. Okay, see, you know what? I'm stupid because I just started looking at the 53-man roster today. I didn't look at it when it came out because I was with some family members and things are not up to par. So it was more important to take care of that.
Word. Well, it's great to see some newbies in chat with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if you came from Twitter or not, but we appreciate your hopping in with us. Michael Rice, thank you for hopping in with us. The Scrolls, good to see you again. Would you rather have Parsons or Jalen Johnson? This is why I didn't want to pay a quarterback that kind of money. It blocks a move like this. Yeah. Bear down, Duke Rufus.
I think Jalen Johnson's actually got a favorable contract. He's about at $18 million a year. You're gonna have to pay Parsons a lot more than that.
He does have a favorable contract, especially when you get to next season. He's got a very favorable contract.
Yes, and
why do you think he wants to rework it already, guys?
It's not the money thing either. Like, you can make the money thing work, especially right now while you have a quarterback on a rookie contract. You can figure that out. Like, you can figure out the financials. I'm pretty confident of that. Get creative with contracts and things like that. But I think it's more situational. I just don't think we're in position to feel good about mortgaging that kind of draft capital. Ryan Poles just got a contract extension. It's not do or die for him yet. Like, you make those moves when you're coming to the end of your tenure. You go, I got to do something here to spark this up so I could get another contract extension, because we're not going to do it by just being mediocre. And yeah, at some point you're going to have to gamble. I just don't think that point is just yet. Yeah. Like Brian Gilmore's saying right there, like, you don't want to shoot your shot a little too early. Because then if you do, and then these questions that are unanswered, say you do trade away 2 first-round picks, and then Caleb isn't the guy. Well, now you don't.
Sure, you shut your mouth, Bearski.
God forbid we entertain the fact that he doesn't.
You shush your mouth.
I'm just saying you have to explore.
Stop with the Listen, at one point you just got to give in to a little bit of. It's inevitable. Like, we got the guy, bro. It's inevitable. It's going to happen.
Don't listen to the brainwash. Be who you are, Bearski.
I'm not. I
went to
can't do
the
it
future.
anymore.
I know you're going to be you, and that's why you're here, dude.
I went to the future. I saw the Super Bowl trophies. I saw the Caleb Williams statue, and I'm back here to tell you, you got to buy in now because, Caleb wants 8 Super Bowls. Well, he's going to get them, and it starts now. It starts this season, my friend.
I want 8 Super Bowls as well.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm buying into it.
Yeah, guys,
There'll be 13 years left. There'll be like 4 years left on a 18-year career. I'll be like, well, at least he can get us 4. That's how I'm optimistic like that.
Yeah.
I'll take 4 out of 8. No, I'll take 3 out of 8.
Yeah.
Fuck with his is he going to retire? I'll take 1, but I'll die with optimism.
I hope so.
We could get back to that question.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
it's just when you look at the beating he took last year, 68 sacks.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good, man.
No, it's not good. It's actually record tying terrible. And who
He's
in the
still
past
standing.
who in the past has crawled back from that though? Like that literally destroyed. I forget who it was, Derek Carr or David Carr.
Oh, okay, but did
David
Carr have? Did David Carr have 3,541 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, and break like 5 or 6 rookie records and NFL records?
I hate to break it to you, but like 4,000 yards is not some unachievable goal for the rest of the NFL.
Right, but
we're acting like if we get 4,000 yards, it comes with 10 wins. That's not the case in today's NFL.
Right, but it's still impressive as a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's all I needed.
Yes. Okay. And I'm
we're
hoping to get there. We're
trying to cock you up here, Bearski.
No, yeah, we need to do these things to compete. But like I said, I just saw a damn good quarterback in Joe Burrow struggle because that team's got a shitty defense. Dude, look up the story of the 2010 Chargers. Number 1 offense, number 1 defense, 32nd special teams, and they went 9-7 and missed the playoffs. Dude, so like you could have a lot figured out. The balance is super important. There's a lot here, man. There's a lot that goes into this. And when I look at the other teams in this division, it seems to me like they kind of got it figured out right now, and we kind of don't. And that's why I'm still at like the mentality that like, no, this year needs to be a huge stepping stone forward. We need to see the Lions start to crumble. Like we need some things. We need JJ McCarthy to be very average. We need, not only success on our end, but we need failure on the teams around us in order for the year after that to be extremely optimistic. But like I painted the picture, even if you steal 4 wins, 2 in the division, 2 outside of the division, last year, you're still 4th in the division. Like, sure, the Packers go 0-6 in the division that year, but then they still have 10 wins and you still have 9 and they're 3rd and you're 4th. Like you're bad right now.
That's it. That's
it.
Enough of this guy. That's it.
Because Duke Rufus has got exactly what I'm thinking. I just got another win on there. That's all. And Duke Rufus says, I'm not expecting the world this year, but we got to be better and more competent and continually improve. He doesn't have that in there. I'm adding that in there. I want to see, because I do not expect a quick start, man. I can't say that because the first game, I just say this, man. I'm like, Dennis Allen, make sure JJ never gets comfortable in this game because it's his first NFL game ever. Remember that. He didn't play last year at all. So this is going to be his first game. So I don't want to see him confident and comfortable in any way. And I just want to see that the weekly growth. And let me get back to Duke real quick because the last thing he says, okay, I'm not expecting the world this year, but we got to be better and more competent all the way around than last year. I'm hoping 8 wins with the losses we take with us, at least being competitive. through the game. I'm guessing something like that.
Yes, and then follow it up with
that's what I'm hoping for, because I'm not
and
saying we're going to win the playoffs unless, I mean, you know, things happen. It can happen, man. We
But
could.
you're saying-
It's not something I'm saying is going to happen. It's not something that.
You're saying that's what I'm hoping for. Can you bring up those win totals again?
Well, I am hoping. I got 9.
Okay, all right. So you're right there. I think 9 is like best case scenario. You know what I mean?
Ah, boo. Let's bring on Keds. What's up, Keds? Do you have anything better to say?
Nothing better,
Okay.
bro.
Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Take care. Get him out of here. What are you doing? Just replace is Ken's bald up pretty sure. Yeah, no, he's not. He's got more hair than me. I was going to say just replace one bald guy with another, but no.
Hey,
you got me waiting.
hey, now.
I'm sorry. I'm not going that route with you.
It's just it's a low fade,
Let me pull him. Let me pull him. He deserves it. You have plenty of hair compared to him. Keds, what's up?
Covers, you've been looking great on camera lately, man. I've been waiting to tell you, you look fantastic. You don't look like 100-year-old man or like Master Roshi anymore. You're great, bro.
He's like the most handsome he's ever looked on the entire show. And he's about to shave that shit off for our Bears playoff beer that we're gonna start fresh from.
I'm more confused now than ever. I don't know what to think anymore.
Hey, man,
Is that a compliment or not?
Accept the compliment. It might be backhanded, but hey, man, look where it's coming from.
I woke up today, brother. I woke up.
See? Hey, man, I think
When he did,
I
he
think we
pushed
all
open his
woke up.
coffin to see if there was a light out, and it was like, oh, it's still light out.
I had to close that shit.
Dude, I had to board up all the windows just to do the pre-show.
Oh, boy, it's good to see you, man. Where's PJ at?
PJ is he's been coaching, so he's out tonight. So
He's been in the chat.
yeah, he's in chat though.
All right, shout out to you, Peach, man. Miss you, brother.
Keds, thanks for hopping on.
So we don't bury the show so bad that they take it off the air.
Bearsky, how about you, man? How's life, Bearsky?
It's life, man. Life's life.
Life is life.
One step at a time. Do the best you can do.
He's as pessimistic as always, Keds.
That's what she says. So wait, I gotta ask this because I've been dying to know. Tell me what you're so freaking mad about, Keds. Limelight,
man.
Put him up.
Like I try to. All right, here we go. We're gonna get it. So I try to give
for this one.
I try to give Ryan Poles the benefit of the doubt, man. I want to think that my GM is awesome and he's cooking up schemes. He's a friggin' chess master. I don't think he's a chess master. I don't. Yeah, you might just want to leave this one with me and Bearsky. Like you're right. I don't know, man.
Keds, my co-host David put it very well because somebody in our chat was like, "No, Ryan Poles is great," and it's like, okay, so if Ryan Poles is great, what does that make Howie Roseman? Like if Ryan Poles is a chess master,
Howie
what does that
Roseman
make
is
Howie
a chess
Roseman?
master, bro.
God,
Howie
like,
Roseman's the chess.
No, right. So what we have right now is an average GM. That's what we have right now. And it gets to a point like I see the GM thing in phases. It gets to a point where
That's okay.
There's the first phase is cleaning up the mess and getting to a competitive position, and then the second phase is, like I said, you're going to have to gamble at some point in order to go over the top. You know what I mean? Maybe we're still a little too early for that, but it's coming.
If we're zeroing in on the Parsons thing, I know everybody really thinks I'm pissed off just because of Parsons. It's really funny, man, because like this morning I got up and I just started. I was like, man, I just feel like writing a blog today, and I started writing this blog, and the blog just started to get mean. It was just like here's the list of things that Ryan Poles has screwed up. Because like my last show we were just on, we've been doing shows all week. Last show I was just on, we were talking about Jalen Carter, and in my opinion, I think they might have screwed that one up. That's just me. And so I woke up this morning. I was like, man, I'm gonna write a blog, and hey, the people say yay, people say nay. Is what it is. I just when it comes to that particular selection, I look at it and I'm like, you dodged the bullet. You went out, you got a bunch of capital, but like it came back to you, and that's destiny. And you looked destiny in the eye and you gave it the middle finger and you went off on something else. It's cool. People think differently. I'm just saying, I woke up this morning, I started writing a blog, and my blog started to look mean, man. It was like Jalen Carter, Chase Claypool, Nate Davis, Velus Jones. It was just a litany of mistakes and misfires. And I'm not even sitting here tonight saying that my guy should have got Micah Parsons, to cut more to the chase. Because maybe maybe King Booker in the chat's right. Maybe Micah Parsons was never coming here. And that's cool. But I think Ryan Poles could have done everything humanly possible to raise that price on the Packers. Because the Packers would definitely have raised the price on him. No two ways about that. They would have been in the mix, in the conversation, saying, hey, like 3 firsts then, right? Three first-round picks and a couple more players.
Well, don't you think
Ryan
that
Clark-
don't you think that if they did get into the mix with the Packers, that the fucking, where'd he come from? The Cowboys, they would have wanted to take the Bears trade because they assume that they're just going to have a better pick in the draft each year? Or is this telling that they believe that we have a better team, a better offense than them, and the Packers are going to give them the better pick? That's kind of a good question.
It is a good question. I don't right now. It's funny because I'm looking around the league, looking around some of the analysts. They're not looking at like as of 5 p.m. today, maybe, or whenever this trade went down. They weren't really looking at the Packers very well. I was watching Greg Jennings today, very upset at his co-stars, his counterparts on their show. Saying like y'all got the Packers either 3rd or 4th in the division across the board. This is crap. Like he was not happy about it, and I was in full agreement. I think the Vikings are going to have a hard time with their new young quarterback. Mind you, he has had a solid year to sit and learn, so it might be the exact opposite. We don't know, but folks are speculating they're going to be at the bottom of the division. Same thing with the Packers up until something major just happened. Now, I don't know if the impact that Micah Parsons is going to bring to Green Bay is going to be that much heavier than what Kenny Clark had been bringing. He's done a great job over his tenure as well. It may be 6 of one, half dozen of the other with respect to actual statistics and output at the end of the day. So I'm not that worried. I'm not that upset about it. But real talk, sometimes as a GM, from a GM perspective, you got to play defense. My guy let Josh Jacobs go over there last year too. And that shouldn't have happened either. We were in the running back market, top talent out there on the market. And instead of spending the money on the top talent, he let it go next door so we can go and get run down twice a year. You got to play defense too as a GM. It ain't all just skill position players. You got to have you got to fill the holes on the roster. And for some reason, my guy has been skipping over them holes for the last 3 seasons. Yeah. He's using Band-Aid fixes for the holes. We got 15 defensive ends, and I'm not sure if any one of them, including the 2 he's paid, are like the guy. Like, I don't know if they're the guy. And
Dio doesn't excite me.
I don't think Dio excites anybody. When that went down, everybody was sort of like, who? Okay, well, maybe they, and this is what I mean by like benefit of the doubt. I sit back and I'm like, I'm not paid to be a professional GM. You know what I mean? So I expect that this guy knows some shit I don't know. That's where I'm at. But I don't know if he really knows some shit because I don't see it with Dio. And I'm starting to see a little bit of decline in Montez. But I am starting to see great things from Austin Booker. So I'm excited about that. Unfortunately, he's now on IR, right? You're with me, Shorty, right? So he's on IR right now. Man, it's a rough little situation. I just think my guy has to play a little bit of defense with those guys up north and make sure that if there's a battle, if there's a viable body that you could bring to Chicago and they're in on it, you might want to play a little defense. Like, shut up, Don. Y'all should be playing some defense too, because you're about to figure out that your quarterback ain't a guy anymore. He doesn't have the offensive coordinator he used to. I'll keep saying it all year round. You're about to figure it out.
Hey,
I'm happy to have a guy they can't win a Super Bowl with.
And unless Detroit says we're going to keep the same offense and Jared Goff, because you're like so familiar with it, we're going to allow you to build off of it with us and kind of like Andy Reid and create plays. Like, we'll give you Wednesday to create plays and stuff like that. Fine. Then I could agree with you, Don. But you guys, you lost your two biggest assets to your coaching staff. Next to your head coach. And not to say that your head coach can't replace them just as easily, but time will tell. You're kind of in the same boat as we are. You're like starting all over again. So your confidence level should not be as high as it would be had you retained both coaches.
I mean, they got the humanity over there. There's nothing wrong with that team, but that humanity didn't get you to the Super Bowl last year. What do you do now?
Dude, I love Brian Gilmore's comment. Can we let the team play a game before the sky is falling? The sky is not falling. It has been fallen. We're trying to put the sky up there. Like the fact that we, like I said, just naturally have this team higher than they actually are for some reason is mind-boggling to me. Guys, we're fourth in the division with 5 wins last year. Let me remind you of that. To kind of just piggyback off what you're saying. Montez Sweat had 5.5 sacks last year. 5.5 sacks.
That's pretty
pedestrian. That is our number 1 defensive end. Dude, the Vikings, Van Ginkel had 11.5 sacks.
Damn.
Jonathan Greenard had 12 sacks. And by the way, guys, didn't they add Hargrave and Sweat to the mix now?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Let me just put like a little
give me some sunshine, Shorty. Hopefully that's where you're going.
Give you a little sunshine, okay?
All right.
Here's the thing. We are undefeated right now. Okay? So until we have any reason until we have a defeat or multiple defeats that gives us a reason to truly feel like we are defeated, then let's just treat this like it is.
Well,
you're right.
5-12 makes me feel defeated, Shorty.
Listen, you can. That's fucking last year, dude. It happens all the time. You go into a new season with a new head coach, and nobody knows what they're gonna run. Nobody knows, and then boom, next thing you know, you're 3-1. You're 4-2.
Bet it in the wall. We're hoping to get lucky.
We're not hoping. We're always hoping, my friend. I guess I should say we're always hoping. But right now, because we're undefeated, our hope should be high. Let's allow some bullshit to happen, some losses, some bad coaching, some bad players, let's allow that to evolve and allow ourselves to just take this next 2-week period and have optimism, because we are truly undefeated. That's all I'm saying. I'm dropping the mic.
I've been a fan of this franchise for however long. Like, you really need to see it again to believe it, Shorty? Is that what you're telling me? Like, I need to see it fail again.
I didn't think I could find. I didn't think.
You don't shit your pants with every fart, Bearski.
Dude, the sheets are so stained. I can't even tell if I shit.
Dude, you don't know what I drink.
It all depends on what you're putting in. He's Foster's right. Look, like shout out to you, Shorty, man. Big ups to you for being the optimist. I know I can look towards you for some sunshine. Shout out to my guy Crimson out there too, man, because he's saying he's thrilled with the whole situation. I'm still somewhat optimistic about things because of my personal level of expectation for this particular season. I don't think the Bears are going to the Super Bowl this year, but I do think we're going to look like a football team for once. And what I mean by that is we're going to have a defense and we're going to have an offense. There's still holes. We all know what the holes are. There's things that need to be rectified. And my opinion, I think we can rectify those things in the 2026 draft. In 2026, thank you very much. Thank you. In 2026, I think we're really vying for contention. But this year, I think it's a bit of a prove it situation. That's it.
Yeah, but Shorty's like thousands of dollars in. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried about my man here because, like, it hasn't happened yet. Keds, I'm with you. And I said the same thing, just probably in a different way. That's a really nice way to say it. But yes, guys, we're not there yet.
Yo, Don Berman, sometimes Don kills me, man, because I was shitting all over Travis Homer. I mean, the other
Just
day,
let
you
Don
still got Travis Homer, brother. That hurts, man. That
misery
hurts.
Those fans face forever. They finally get a little sunshine. Like I said, they're playing with a quarterback that can't win the Super Bowl. Like, he's proven that already. But it's the best they've had, and it's the best they're doing, and they're better than everybody else in the division right now. They just have to not fall apart. Like, their task is easy. I mean, but they're gonna probably fall apart. Like, there's just too many moving pieces there, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't trust Dan Campbell. I don't know about you guys.
I trust Dan Campbell to be Dan Campbell. I don't trust the guys underneath him. I don't. And like, big ups to Aaron Glenn last season. As much as I hate giving props to Detroit, but his defense from a personnel perspective kind of fell apart, right? Like, everybody was hurt, bodies were decimated, and somehow he still kind of kept the ship afloat. And see ya, Aaron Glenn. Now he's gone. I don't know who keeps the ship afloat in this situation, or if they can.
Let me ask you this: do you think that the overly aggressive defense that they've been playing through training camp, which is like been unheard of from, through all of the journalists who have been coaching or who have been following the Bears through multiple, a decade of training camp or more, never seen anything as physical as this. Do you think that it has anything to do with injuries? And could it have something to do with how Detroit coached as well, losing, they were down to fucking guys they signed off the street last year going into the playoffs.
I see what you're saying.
That was kind of my worry, hearing that they were being that aggressive. It's like, but it's kind of worked not putting that tax on your players' bodies in practice, so
it did create a window of opportunity. And like I said, whenever you can create that window, I think you have to take it. I mean, I think that window is closing on them. I think the Vikings and the Packers, unfortunately, are in position now to sit there and try and have their windows and their opportunities open, whereas the Lions' window might close. And we're still like, I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, I can't see, the scrolls, Bears 12-5, Lions 10-7, Packers 10-7, Vikings 7-10. Like, I just can't see that. I know, Shorty, you said it does happen. Teams do go from worst.
The Matt Nagy team did it, man. Like, this is much better than that Matt Nagy team.
Is it, though?
In a much better division.
But they gambled a lot, man.
They have a better quarterback, kids. They have a better coach. They have
the skill players are better. The coach is better. I'm not sure the defense is
about the same.
better. Oh, no way the defense is that.
Minus Mac. Minus Parsons.
Minus Parsons. It's like we have a solid defense. Much like Flus's situation, the way that this defense works, again, you got to get pressure. If he's going to dial up pressure, I'm interested. I want to see it. I'm hoping for some specific things like Tremaine Edmonds. I'm hoping we see the real Tremaine Edmonds this time. The real Slim Shady. I think we'll see the real Tremaine Edmonds underneath DA. Hopefully he unleashes him, and with him being injured as well, I think we're going to see something we never saw before, and that is the emergence of Noah Sewell. Again, if these guys are being deployed, as well as Kyler Gordon, on blitzes, we may be able to, create our own pressure outside of the actual edges. So I'm not out. I'm still interested in what could go down, mainly because I know they're going to dial up pressure from the interior. That's going to happen on its own. That's been improved. So if we can be a little bit funky, and that's what DA does, maybe some nice stuff will happen in the backfield, but the way he handles the secondary is man. It's a man situation. So if you're not getting that pressure and you get burned, and we just saw this with Kansas City, he was manning up. He had these guys manning up against the fastest man in the NFL. And unfortunately, he might get behind you. And if he does, it's a problem if there's no pressure on Patrick Mahomes or any quarterback. So I need to see that pressure being dialed up creatively. And I still believe that we can do that even without an Austin Booker, even without Montez Sweat really being the Montez Sweat of 2 years ago.
Yeah,
we can do that.
And what if he is the Montez Sweat of 2 years ago, the guy that gets us 12 or 13 sacks? Because that's what I'm expecting out of him this year.
That's what we should be, bro. That's the type of money we paid this
man. We paid
him
for it, right? We paid him for it.
That's
and I get it, because it came out after the season that he had some nagging injuries, and he kind of was the only thing that offensive lines had to worry about, honestly, last year, for the most part. I mean, after Billings went down, he was pretty much the object of most offensive line, line coaches, what they're working with. I mean, would you agree with that?
And he was clearly injured, too, to make matters worse.
Clearly.
Right? So, unfortunately, I am on a time limit tonight, and I think I'm going to let you guys try and end the show on a little bit of a high note, and I'm going to get going. I got to take off. Thank you for having me on, though. I mean, you know where I stand, though.
Yep.
I'm not going to budge. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you guys can try and bring some optimism to the table or something, but I do have to get going, unfortunately. So tell Shorty I love him, and thank you for having me on. And
I'm not saying it today.
I'll talk football with you guys again. And, let's revisit a couple weeks in. And I think the first 5-6 weeks are going to say a lot. So
good to see you there, Bersky, man. Shout out to you, Bosky.
Post Dallas game, that's even early, but that's game 4, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So I'm still stuck on the 16 game thing. So I'm like, that's a third of the season.
Like I say, we've got some time. We won't see Booker until that 4th game. But I think we can do some damage outside of that. I think we can do some damage, and I'm kind of happy with that, right? Like I'm actually optimistic about that. I think that's going to work out very well for us. I think the skill position player case scenario as well. Foster, I saw what I needed to see this offseason in any event, right? Like this preseason, I saw what I needed to see out of this team. Caleb's letting the ball go quickly, getting it into a skilled player's hands. He knows that's modus operandi. He might get stuck holding the ball in a weird situation. Shit happens. But he knows what he needs to do, and he can go out there and actually do it. So
absolutely, he's got to make a few adjustments, because go back and just look at all the offensive snaps. For the most part, he had some time, and the pocket was pretty clean.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every play, but you go back and put a clock on it. He had some time. There was a couple times that he should have gotten rid of the ball and just thrown it out of bounds, and he didn't. But year 2 only, where the guy's only played 15, 16 games. Did he play all? I don't know.
Well, there's also the fact that Joe Thuney wasn't out there at all on that line, and you brought up Luke Newman a little bit earlier on, bro. The kid's a stud, man. The kid played so well this entire preseason. I'm impressed, but I know that it's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit of a thing. Right, it's going to be a little bit of a thing.
And he's a rookie.
Yeah,
but the one benefit again is, so he's got some guys around him who can help him, and that's right. The entire line. He's a rookie, being around guys like Thuney and Jonah Jackson. I'm sorry, he's a pro.
Yeah,
people say stuff about him, but you go back and you look at what he's done. We don't have a center this week, so you're going to be center, Jonah. Even though he had a bad game, the guy was out there giving it his all, and I bet you if he played, because you look at, I think his best game in his career was against Seattle as right guard for the Rams. And he was playing right guard originally with the Lions. I knew they were going to put him at right guard, because you don't move Thuney. You just don't move Thuney, man.
Well, it's here we go. We're going back to we're going to go back. So like with these linemen, man, you don't move them. You try to keep them in the position that they excel at, and you hope you try to, right? And everybody wants them to be versatile, which I do kind of agree with. Like, thank goodness all this offseason I was like, get rid of Ryan Bates. Like, he's taking up too much cap space. But at this point, I've completely turned another leaf, and I appreciate the versatility he brings to the table as long as he can stay healthy. He's your backup center. He's your backup guard on either side. He'll do all that. You're in a good position. Plus, you got Luke Newman and other bodies over there. But then we look at that left tackle position, and that's the one thing that I know everybody's a little bit worried about, because I don't think we upgraded it. We're back with the guy who had the job last year, even though we've drafted 2 human beings to take that job. So I don't know whether we've really improved there.
Wait, I want to interject though, because the change in coaching automatically makes that an upgraded position.
Okay.
I mean, in my opinion.
Man, you're saying Chris Morgan he's terrible. He's really shitting the bed, and he might have been.
Just go back and look at how many times over the last 2 years, offensive coordinator, have we complained about it wasn't as bad last year, but scheme, and why is there 3 guys in this spot? Why is there 2 guys there? You're bringing more people to where you're throwing, things like that, because we've been complaining about that for probably 3 years. It was not as bad as last year, but it still could have been schemed better than it was last year in many games. How many close games did we lose because of terrible coaching?
You're making a very interesting point, Foster. Like, because
throwing it out there.
It's an interesting point, because I know if you looked at that offensive line this time last year, the question about development, like who's developing as a part of that line, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't name a person who's quote unquote was developing. Fast forward a year.
Apparently not many, because they're gone.
And those guys are gone, right? That coaching staff is out the door. But now we are seeing development We're seeing development with rookies who are coming in. We're seeing development with UDFAs, Canadian Eagles. Shout out, you know what I mean? Like, we're seeing development now, and I really like Dan. I like Roschon. He's forthwith. He's coming out there and telling you exactly how it is, right? I like that guy.
Cool.
And all the good stories too. I mean, the Bajan stuff, Walker, all these good stories this year. So and again, like you're saying, so I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. So
wait, hold on.
Go ahead. Sorry. Did I cut you off there?
It was a drum roll for your quick story.
All right, there you go.
So I get a call, and I got to run in town, and I'm gonna be gone just a couple days, and I got some guys working around the house, and because I won't do it.
Good for you.
So anyways, there's a communication. Well, I leave, so I'm gone. Instead of 3 days, it's really like 4. So now that's 3 days work. And I had talked briefly on the phone, but when I come back, and it's not a big deal because I wasn't here. And that's the thing. The coach, as my buddy calls me, the Wizard of Northlake, and this is as far as fixing homes. So there's 3 or 4 things done, and everything's done right because I coached these guys over.
You got 3 or 4 things done. I'm impressed.
I have coached a couple of these guys over 10 years, and one of them going on 4. But there's still some mistakes. You know why? Because there was no coach in the building. There was nobody to sit there and say, "Oh, wait, stop! Don't put that board on yet," because you didn't look up. We got to take this out before you do that and replace that. Otherwise, we're going to have to take it out anyways because you can't get to it. 3. That's not quite exactly right, but that's the depth of it. It's not as hard as I say, but one of them was we redid this whole area, put the floor down and everything, and they forgot to take out 2 sections of drywall because there's
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you done listening to that? I know I am. I want to hear about drywall and shit.
I think I get the moral of the story. The moral of the story was
You get your ass back in here.
The coach wasn't there, so there was some mistakes there that wouldn't have been made had the coach been there.
see.
And last year, the head coach, he wasn't there.
Yeah, that's another one that's on a
He's
certain
flustered.
GM, but I'll leave. I won't beat the horse too far to death. Glad that Matt Eberflus, like, you know what?
God, I hope I'm right.
Like screw Matt Eberflus. Like I have to say it out loud because he went over to Dallas.
Wait,
Listen. Dallas and clearly made this man feel uncomfortable, so uncomfortable that he had to leave. And if you look at
this guy was like the hits principal. Are you fucking kidding me?
you got to be joking.
My buddy texted me the same thing you're about to say. He like Matt Eberflus lost his best guy. Go ahead.
Well, like Matt Eberflus walked in the door in Chicago, and Khalil Mack was like, you know what, I'll be. You can trade me on. Like send me to LA.
Yeah.
Forget about this. He gets in
whatever
there.
your name is. See ya.
Parsons is like, I'll freeze in Green Bay and eat cheese for the rest of my life if I don't have to hear this guy, run his mouth and call me,
They gave him enough money to do it.
Yeah.
Well, that is true. Yeah, that's expensive ass cheese up there in Green Bay. It looked like.
Well, what is it? How many receivers have they picked up in 3 years? 9 or 10?
Well,
counting the draft from free agency and UDFAs. I think they have 9 or 10 on their team.
Quite a few, man. I like Golden though. I think Golden's gonna actually play well for them. Hate to say that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think he's going to bump out one of their regular receivers. I just don't know which one it is. There's like all of those receivers are sort of highly touted. I just don't know which one is actually good.
Right. The kid from Michigan.
Reed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he if he comes back to what he'll sure look like for a season and a half, he'll stay. But my guy that I wanted the Bears to draft instead of Velus Jones out of Nevada, I can't remember his name. That's the guy I'm worried about.
Gonzalez is. I think that's who it is. Is it Gonzalez or is it
Romeo Dobbs?
Romeo Dobbs.
He's too inconsistent. But that was in that draft. I wanted him to trade back and take him instead of Velus Jones. And I still think that would have better move than Velus Jones because he probably would have been on the team for 2 years.
Foster, we could have, and like this.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? So like that one, they could have got Velus Jones in the 7th round. It's like there's been a couple of selections that Ryan Poles has jumped up and like the punter. There's been a couple of selections that he's jumped up and made that there's no reason to do that. Like I like Ruben Hippolyte. I think he looks great. I still think you probably could have got him in the 7th round.
Yeah.
He's a linebacker nobody had scouted.
Well, that's yeah. Not. I think actually, no. Well, here, just from what I read, and I don't know if I'm right, there were 18 to 20 teams that scouted him, but I think there's only 3 teams that ever reached out to him, and the other 2 were talking about if he's UDFA.
Yeah, so we'll pick you up after the draft if you're available.
Right. Like if you're available after the 7 rounds, then we want you.
Well,
so, I mean, that's. I
don't
don't even know if that's correct information. It was some stuff I was reading because I follow a lot of the wide receivers.
Can I stop you right there? I've often thought this growing up, like if you, because I've always been of the mind of the quarterback, like going back since I was like 18. I'm 50 fucking years old, and since I was like 16 to 20, like somewhere in that range.
These punks.
It was always about the quarterback for me. Let's take this guy in the 3rd round. Let's take this guy in the 4th. Let's take Tom Brady in the 6th round. Let's take this guy and blah blah blah. And then eventually, that Madden era of mine, who is now like the frickin' coaches in the NFL age or younger, it moved into. So where I'm saying is, why not just take the guy that, let's say you have this quarterback as a 3rd round draft, you're afraid of him, you have other you're not quite sure of what you want in the first round. Let's just say not even quarterback, but you're not sure about what you want in the first round because what's going to fall to you is just not it. But you want this guy, and you feel he's going to be gone in the fourth round, but you want to take the next 2 rounds to draft these 2 guys that you think can be there. So why not just take that guy in the first round because you have that much, or the second round or the third round, whatever, skipping rounds because you have that much confidence in him that he is worth. That you think your confidence in him being a great player or a really good player values him more than where he should have gone compared to where he is ranked, right?
So did some of these guys in Detroit were taken because of Ben Johnson was there, like as early as people had stated?
Right. So, and you're seeing it now, fast forward to, 30 years later, you're seeing, quarterbacks go in the first round that would have been, or the second round, in the first round that would have been third or fourth round or fifth round quarterbacks, they're getting picked in the first round. And you're seeing the same thing with, other, it moves its way down. So a second round quarterback is now being picked in the first, and the third's being picked in the first or the second, but a fourth or fifth round's being picked in the second or third. And because that value of that position has come up, it's become so valued. So if you really truly value a guy like Ruben Hippolyte and you think, let's get him here because he's the value that we have at this spot and there's nothing else that compares to him. If Ruben Hippolyte pans out, we're not going to be talking about where he was drafted.
That's true.
Like we will, but in a good way. We're like, look, we got him here when all the other teams didn't even scout him. He wasn't even in the combine, right? So, and I believe there's
overreach. You can reach, but overreach.
And I believe
I don't know if I'm right.
Ruben Hippolyte, this is per King Buka. He said in a chat, and I have stuck behind it, and I'm giving him all the credit, that he thinks that Ruben Hippolyte can lead the team in interceptions. And I if they are going to run a dime-heavy defense, I mean, that's what I always did in Madden. I always ran a dime because I wanted the extra defensive backs because mostly people are going with multiple, 3-4 receiver sets. If it's a 3 receiver set, I want the extra defensive back to be playing like a linebacker. You could move Brisker into that spot, on those certain dime packages. You can move Ruben Hippolyte instead of having another defensive back. You can put Hippolyte in there because of the speed. He's basically a defensive back with his speed and his size. So he could be like a little chess piece that we could be looking back, all optimism aside, in 5 years going, what a great pick that was. Nobody had him on their radar, but we picked him up right here, and he was well worth where we drafted him, right? Because he is that defensive chess piece, especially if you're running a dime defense. If you're going dime heavy, man, that's what I want. Ruben Hippolyte is a linebacker / defensive back in that instance. I'm done.
No, I see what you're saying. At the same time, I don't know who just put that up with the 20 John King Bravo with the 20% of the time fourth rounders pan out. I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna sort of double and triple down on what you're saying though. So like let's look at the 5th round, which is a lower percentage, the 6th round is a lower percentage, and the 7th is even lower than that. If you can get a Ruben Hippolyte in the 7th round and he pans out, you struck solid gold. If you jump up to the 4th round and you select an undrafted free agent and he still doesn't pan out, you've overlooked a whole bunch of scouted talent that's available in the 4th round. I'm going to move away from Ruben Hippolyte. I'm going to look at the punter last year. So real talk, we skipped out on potentially drafting Bucky Irvin, who was sitting right there. And we got a punter. Punter's all right. He's not the leading punter in the league. He's a good punter. I think he's one of the better punters in the league. But God willing, under any circumstances, I probably wouldn't draft a punter at all. Period. I get the punter in UDFA. That's what I would do. Most teams do exactly that. There's 3 UDFA punters who statistically track better than Torrey Taylor. Why jump into the 4th round and spend good quality draft capital on a punter when there's scouted guys that you could take a flyer on that might pan out again like a Bucky Irving? It's it's a question of do you believe that your scouting and your depth chart is so much better than the grander view of the actual NFL? And if so, cool. And if it works and it pans out every single time, cool. But historically, we got a list now of times where it just didn't pan out. So it didn't pan out for Velas. Velas was a mistake. Didn't pan out for Zach Pickens. Zach Pickens was a bit of a mistake. And these are just the question mark guys, right? Like with Zach, the question mark was less about talent. It turned out to be about talent, though. But the question mark was, did you really need 2 DTs in this draft?
Yeah.
Right? Like that was a question. You went back to back at the DT position. You could have got an edge. You could have got an RB. You could have got a CB. Although they doubled down on CB with Terrell and Tariq. And I believe that was the same draft. So they went 2 of the same positions and then 2 of the same positions, which is crazy.
Well, even the first one was 2 defensive backs.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I did in that draft, dude. Those were my picks for the Bears. Although Gandia still has it,
I love those picks. My little problem with the CBs is just that, like, I think Terrell Smith is fantastic. He just doesn't get the chance to get on the field.
Yeah.
Right. So
especially now.
You spent even more so right in this particular moment, and that's real unfortunate because that's something I was saying all this offseason was, man, I hope they find a way to get this kid on the field this season, even if it's in if it's in the safety position, whatever it is, get him on the field. He's that good, but you already got a guy who's going to stand in front of him, and you spend it on a 3rd rounder. What are you doing? You could have got another position that gets to play. And Shamar Turner. I think Shamar's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But you got Javon and you got Billings and you just paid Grady Jarrett. So he's going to sit around for 2 years, basically, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And you got him in the 2nd. We still got holes on this team. There's stuff that you could have done to fill those holes, but now we've got a surplus of defensive tackles.
Yeah.
Then he's just going to sit on the bench for the season.
I got my finger on the pull button. Just say go, Foster.
No, because I get it, but I don't like it and I like it.
Yeah.
Because it was always, oh crap. Akeem Hicks went down, we're screwed. Oh crap.
He was that good though. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, but that it happens. It happens with us. Like if one guy goes down, we said it 2 years in a row, man. I hope
well,
the
last
whole
year
line,
was Billings, right?
I hope the whole line stays healthy this year. The offensive line, right away, 2 gone every year. So I'm just maybe he's stockpiling for a reason. That just start with this. So now we're already almost done with Braxton Jones' contract, and we still don't know even if we have anybody to fill those shoes next year. And I'm not.
That's what I've been saying. You nailed it. That's what I've been saying all off season.
Here, I got
to Braxton Jones.
Hey,
right?
I was a big time roofer, so I don't have just one roofing gun. I've got 3 guns ready to go. They're all ready to go. Now the first one is a top of the line Porter cable. That's about I'll go back to when I got it. That's like $300. And the next one is kind of like a duplicate of I can't remember the name of the brand, but it's a cheaper grade. That was about $150. And the last one I got is a Menards Speed something special at $69 freaking dollars. But you know what? It does the job when I have a problem with the other ones because we usually got 2 going. So, and I'm just we're pretty stocked at freaking wide receiver. I think we're fairly stocked with competent offensive linemen on the interior. Tackle's another issue, but I think we're good on the right side if something happened to right. The left, I don't know. And and then so we're pretty stockpiled at cornerback. We're good for safety this year. I don't know about next year.
Yeah. Well, and like you had to bring that one up too, Foster, because Jaquan's down right now as well. I'm hoping Jaquan comes back soon, right?
Wait. What the fuck is going on right now? Jaquan's down now?
Yeah, bro. Jaquan's
Oh, that's
like
it.
your point about them hard hitting practices. It caught up to Jaquan as well. Unfortunately,
That's it. It's been a great show. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
This fucking guy, what the?
Shut her down.
Fucking A. I didn't know Brisker was injured. Now I have to stand up.
Yeah, Jaquan's down. Man.
Oh my god, I forgot what the hell I was gonna say.
Sorry, Foster.
No, it was perfect.
He was saying Brisker's down.
Man.
So no, I don't know if you guys noticed. Like I said, I was kind of out of touch for 3 days, literally, when I'm watching. And our top story tonight is local boy steals 80 cents and nickels from gumball machine. Was out in the sticks. So, anyways, the talk has been, and this goes back to the draft, and it's about Pole's mistake. Man, taking Gordon was great, but we could have had, I forgot what offensive lineman, and there was 2 or 3 other guys mentioned instead of Brisker because of the injury issue. But so we don't
see those ones. I'm fine with those selections because again, it was a full rebuild, and you got to start somewhere and get some stuff. And I know how important the secondary was to Flus in his version of this Bears defense. So cool, select who you need to select. I just, if you're going to double down at a position and there's still a gaping hole elsewhere, get guys who are going to play and contribute, up front if you can, as opposed to waiting. And I said on my show like yesterday, I'm just sick and tired of talking about the edge rush. So just fix it, damn it! Fix the damn edge rush and let's rush the passer, man. Please do it. But I think we might have fixed it, and it's just going to take us a couple of weeks to get there. Man, Booker looked great this offseason. The kid just needed to put on some strength, and I think he did. He's got a bag of tricks, that kid, man. I love watching him play football.
Me too.
Oh, you're muted, Foster.
Coming in, Tooch.
Oh, there you go.
Good job. He wasn't muted. Now you muted him. Yeah, thanks for. Yeah, we didn't know we didn't want to hear what you had to say, Foster.
Now I forgot.
Dude, fucking Jaquan Brisker was carted off the field. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ruining my day.
Certain coaches get certain picks, and that was you see, Cliffy, you might be right, man. It's really hard to determine how all that shakes out in the war room. Is it are these Flus's selections, are these Getsy selections, or is it really Ryan Poles as a mastermind behind all this? Is it Ben Johnson's selections? I can tell you almost 100%ly the first 2 selections of this draft were Ben Johnson for sure.
Read the question so our listeners can know what you're talking about.
So Cliff Victoria is asking, Keds, I wonder if certain coaches get certain picks, and that was the special teams pick. So yeah, I'm with you, Cliffy. I am with you. Yeah. It definitely was a Richard Hightower selection, right? If we're talking about Torrey Taylor, Richard Hightower was somewhere standing on a table screaming, "You need to get this kid, My point being,
Oh, you know what? By the way, Otor, please, I apologize for this. This is for Don Burr if he's still in chat. I meant to show you guys this. Otor, close your ear. So Otor is our awesome super football fan, excellent resident Lions fan of BCP. And he is in here with all due respect just about every week. And he has excellent football content. He is respectful of our team. We're respectful of his team back and forth.
So you're saying he's no Don Burr is what you're saying.
He is the fucking opposite of Don Burr.
Exactly.
But Don Burr,
And Steve Newbreed up there too. Our other Detroit
Newbreed 13,
fan that we have.
13, yeah.
Great guy, man. Great people.
Okay.
But
we can argue with teams, but that's why we hate freaking Green Bay fans, man. But at least
and in that we are all
because we can understand. We have a lot of pain in common with Detroit. Think about it.
It's true.
Yes, that's why we were rooting for him last year, and we have such assholes like Don Burr being, just assholes. But O'Toole was in here with us last year, and we were rooting for, we were all much love to you. I say it to you all the time. O'Toole, join the show sometime. But close your ears, O'Toole, because I want to play this for you, Keds, and for chat. This is the Roar of the Lions podcast that was playing earlier this year in real time when the Chicago Bears hired Ben Johnson as the head coach. I wanted to play this for you. I don't want to forget.
Niels does really well against the blitz because of his legs, because he can extend plays and how their offensive line works. You blitz him, you can replace them out with a ball. They had the perfect game plan for that. Quick passes out to the outside.
What? Ben's going to Chicago. It's official.
Fuck off!
Oh, Jesus Christ. You've got to do this to us on air. We're getting...
Fuck off.
We're having to
bollocks.
talk about this game again, and then we lose Ben to the Bears. Oh, you know what? My hate level for them's just gone through the roof now. Screw the Rams, screw the Vikings. I hate the Bears.
Hey, at least he didn't say fuck the Bears.
That was British Bearsky right there, man. That was kind of like Bizarro World for a second. Wild. Yeah, that was awesome to see F.U. Frankie there lose his mind.
Don's probably gone by now, but I hope he saw that. Next time Don's in, I have to remember to play that.
Yes, hold that down for Don. He will hate it. It's funny you're bringing up what you're bringing up, because I said the same thing to Don last year when it was playoffs, right? And I was like, to be honest with you, I'm pulling for Detroit. I think it's Detroit's year, and if Detroit screws us all up, that window is going to be shutting real fast. So I'm
worried that the year before
more power to you.
I'm worried that the year before was Detroit's year.
You thought it was the year before? Like, it might have been because
they were there.
Yeah,
they were there.
Yeah. I think the league wasn't really ready for them.
They were there because you're going to make 3 out of 4.
You're right.
Sorry.
You're right, Foster. I think the league wasn't ready for them the first time around. Second time around.
The Bears Eagles in 2018. I turned up the TV, looked at my brother, and said, "That window closed quick." And he's like, "What?" And I said, "They're done, man, because he sucks." And he's like, "Who? Trubisky." Sorry.
So what you're bringing up is something interesting too, and we'll see how that works. But there is also that old surprise factor that with respect to coaching and offensive coordination, that's probably going to kick into gear this year's season. I was worried before the season that Caleb might have a really hard time doing what he's told. Right, like that was my worry, but it looks like he's bought in, and that's really what I needed to see. I needed to see his buy-in, that he's actually going to attempt to do the stuff that everybody's saying that he needs to do, and he is. I don't expect him to really master the playbook in like a couple of months. Like, that's just not going to happen. So
he's already had it done.
Yeah. No, like, you know what I mean? It's not going to happen. It's going to take him a little bit of time to acclimate and get to where he needs to get to. But as long as he's a willing participant in all this, I'm good to go with him and those skill position players. We've got we might have a disgusting offense on this team moving forward. I'm slightly worried about the running back position, and I'm also kind of worried that, like, I don't know why they haven't grabbed like a Damian Martinez or an Audric Estime or Khalil Herbert. I'm like, why not grab one of those guys who are just floating around on a practice squad and round out your roster right now while you can? It's weird.
There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason. We were talking about it early. Because nobody said anything about Roschon Johnson. Nobody heard about him, but he's still on the roster. I mean, there's just so many things, man.
He's hurt. He hasn't been practicing.
But
And I don't know about you two. Like, Shorty, what do you like? What is your assessment of Roschon Johnson, man? What do you think?
I think that's in the question. You know, because I got 12 questions here too, and that's one of them. Go ahead, Shorty.
I don't think he's a bad running back. I just think if he was one of the three running backs on this team, that we kept Homer, right?
We did. He's on IR. So is Eamon Ogbongbemiga, and now so is Austin Booker. So those are your three IR bodies right now.
So we have three running backs. That's Swift, Menangai, and Roschon. I mean, we talked about this earlier in the show, but I just think a guy that didn't play a game in the preseason for whatever reason is a guy that's obviously going to be cut to me. And to see, you know, I mean, apparently there's been a lot of injury bug at the running back position too. They did re-sign Britton Brown to the practice squad, but what was the guy that was playing in the end of the game, the last game? Royce
Freeman.
Freeman.
Yeah.
Because he got injured too.
Yeah.
He was put on IR. I mean, I don't know what Ian Wheeler's position was because I don't know. It sounds like he might have been injured too, per some things I've seen and what Chad has said too. So, I mean, I guess if that's the case, you have to go with Roschon. But all things being said, like if Ian Wheeler is not injured, he's my obvious third back. But
really,
you have the other equation that we talked about earlier too. That is he as good of a blocking back as Roschon?
Receiver as
Roschon. But I wanted his speed. But right. You know, we don't need a one-dimensional back as our third down back, or our third back, I should say. So at least with Roschon, we know he can block. We know he can run with the ball. He's not terrible. I just think that, I don't know. All things being said, I guess it was probably the
really
right
singing his praises, Shorty. I mean, he's not terrible.
He's the other way, and I just went, best
because I'm sure
on the team. Probably the best receiver on the team.
He's a great blocker.
He's 2 or 3 yards. You want him running in the gut, not Swift. I'm just.
Yeah. But look at your boy Boogie right here, and I think I'm glad it's still up because it kind of speaks volumes. And I know he's looking at it the other way. He's saying Roschon is good. The last coaching staff didn't know how to use him. They used Doug Kramer on the goal line.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you use Doug Kramer on the goal line over your north-south back, it speaks volumes as to like what you think about that north-south back, right? Roschon got hurt so frequently, or
you think you're smarter than everybody else who would have your best north-south back on the field.
That's a good point. I don't think they thought they were smart at all. They could barely score. You know what I mean? Like I don't think.
Or it was a different coaching staff.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're done with this, but that's going to kind of lead into this. Kenny Adams. K. Adams. Oh, it's not K. Shorty, don't get hard on.
Damn it. I thought it was K. Adams for a second. You keep saying that.
Love with K. Adams, man.
Bing.
Dude, I saw when Shorty started that particular conversation, and I just jumped into the chat. I was like, me too, bro.
K. Adams.
I forgot you were there.
Wow. Man,
Adams says, bear down, guys. Will Poles make a move or stand pat?
At running back, you're saying?
Anywhere. This question was for anything with the injuries.
So there's been moves already, right? So he's already made. So he just brought Jalen Jones back to the squad, which is a great addition to the team. He played fantastic for us when he was here, right, Foster? I thought he was really good.
Absolutely.
So he's back. We got a little bit more help in the secondary.
Yep. You never have too much.
And like that's a good. Well, considering Terrell Smith has gone down, I think he's a like the perfect guy to bring back to the squad. His impression will be felt for sure. Mind you,
he's played with these guys already. He knows some of them. I mean,
that's super helpful, and that's why I brought up the name Khalil Herbert, man, because
right.
I know there's probably some animosity there. I don't know if it's more with the previous regime coaching staff or if it's with Ryan Poles, but I
what if that was already looked at? What if he did check into that? I'm just saying, what if Poles, we don't know.
Well, he's a free agent as of a day ago, right? So I don't know if he has. I doubt that has come up. He cleared waivers, and I believe he might be on a practice squad. He might actually be just floating around in free agency right now. In either case scenario, here's the thing.
I'm just an ass because I got to make everybody look at every point. Take the glasses.
No, and then
take the blinders, not you. Take the blinders off, guys. Look everywhere.
I appreciate that. Because I'm a Libra. I try to look at both sides of an issue, and sometimes there's 4 or 5 sides. So it's good. You know what I mean? It's good to see those other sides too.
I'm insane. I find 10 or 12.
See, like I say, I need to see those other sides too. It helps me round out my thinking. But like I say, I still think you kick the tires on a Khalil Herbert, and why I say it, he's not the best pass protecting back, and that's where we know what he is, dog.
Exactly what he is.
Yeah,
he's that change of pace guy. But what's the change of pace? You've got Swift. That might be a thing too. I don't know.
He's not going to be angle. He's not going to be the starting running back, but if Swift goes down, you've got a viable replacement in that respect. You've also got a guy who's not afraid to go north-south and get skinny, right? He's got some field vision.
He's good at
that. In between the tackles case scenarios, way better than Roschon. Yes, Roschon's a much better pass protecting back than Khalil is, without saying. But if you're going north and south, I can almost guarantee Khalil Herbert might not be trying to run over the guy in front of him, which is what Roschon Johnson will do, but he's gonna deke around and get 4 or 5 just getting skinny.
I agree. He's gonna get the 2 or 3 for sure.
2 or 3, maybe more than that. Maybe he breaks free.
I mean,
right?
That's at a minimum.
Yeah,
and that's that's what you're trying to get out of minimum out of Roschon if you're. I don't goal line certain situations. I'm just looking at it like that.
And that's how you got to look at it.
Roschon's going to give you the 2 or 3 and maybe the 4 or 5, but Herbert could give you the 2 or 3 and maybe just be gone.
Break open, right? he might break wide and get a bunch of yak on top of it.
Right.
So, really?
Is this true, Vizzo?
Vizzo, is that legit?
Herbert and Scott reunited on Colts practice squad?
Probably. I think Herbert's on the practice squad right now. Did Scott make it over there?
You got the Peyton monitor up there.
Vizzo, let us know in the chat, man. Crazy.
Dude, why is it that we just have a natural franchise-long legacy of running backs and linebackers? It's like we just can't help ourselves.
That started all because of Hallis, because that's how you won the game.
But no, listen, we let Jordan Howard go after setting records for his first 4 years with the Bears. They were all records. If they would have just, hypothetically held on to him for 14 years, he could have been the best running back we ever had. Who the fuck knows? But we gave up on him. But my point is that even Khalil Herbert, he looked really good with us. I get pulled from my own show. I've been having mic problems, so I thought that was oh shit, it happened again. But Khalil Herbert played really well. Good one, Foster. I mean,
he's everything, my brother.
He hit the hole really well. Last year, I kept calling for him. Why aren't they playing Herbert? What the hell? Well, Samo pointed out he's one-dimensional. He can't block. Okay, fair enough. So they trade him. He goes to the Bengals, and now he's on the practice squad. But my point is like, he played really, really well for us, like in a couple of seasons, and so did Jordan Howard, and so did insert back here, and we just like
Montgomery. You're right, yeah,
Montgomery, and we like put him we let him go, we traded him, and we let him go, whatever.
Keep going back, even you can name more, but it's
Even more, right?
I'm just.
But it's like, it's just sad to hear that Khalil Herbert is on a fucking practice squad right now, I guess is my point. But he was playing well
There's
for
a lot of guys that are on practice squads and stuff that doesn't happen for 2, 3, 4 years of their career. I don't know what the numbers are. I'd like to know what the numbers are.
I'm not surprised he's floating on a practice squad right now. And why I say that is he went to a team that had a viable back and then went to another team that had an even more viable back. He just wasn't going to get starter snaps over there.
And went to a team that had a viable back and went down and became one of their teams that wasn't as successful, but he was playing in every game for 3 or 4 games there at the end of the year. Bengals.
He didn't do terrible either, right?
Terrible.
Like he didn't do terrible in that scenario. The thing I like about all the running backs that we just kind of ran through is that they were dominant in situations where the Bears had shady offensive lines, right? Like, and that's where when I look at Roschon, I'm like, I don't know if that's why I asked you the question about Roschon. Like, yeah, the offensive line isn't great in front of you, but I've seen Jordan Howard make a milkshake out of spilt milk. I've seen David Montgomery do the same thing. I've seen Khalil Herbert do the same thing. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm under the impression DeAndre Swift is going to do that and a little bit more this season. And I'm not the biggest DeAndre Swift fan, but I think the offensive line really hurt his output last season because, again, he's coming from 2 teams with 2 of the better offensive lines in the game. Detroit's got a great O-line. Philadelphia's O-line is might as well be legendary. Even without Jason Kelce, they go to a Super Bowl and win it. Right, like that's what he's used to. He's not used to this leaky faucet situation that he's working with. But I think we've shored up some of that, and I think he's going to really have a much better output. Again, he's going to need some time to get a breather. We need somebody behind him to take some of that heat off of DeAndre, so we can so we can have some fresh legs, man. But I don't know. I don't see it being Roschon, and I know Monongai's also kind of hurt too, right? So, like, he hasn't been in practice the last little bit either. I hope he turns into something big for us, and I have a strange feeling he will. We still need one more guy. There has to be one more guy in that room. So I'm hoping a Khalil Herbert shows up in the next couple of days. I'm hoping a Damian Martinez shows up in the next couple of days. I was not impressed by Britton Brown. I'll put that out there too. 13 carries, 28 yards. Not impressed. Like,
and I don't know who he's playing against because I know he was in earlier than I anticipated, but the competition was
middling, to say at best, right? Like, yeah, you're right.
And definitely the O-line was better positioned at that point in the game. And
you know what, Foster? I'm glad we're here because that second string O-line played really well this preseason.
So did the wide receivers.
So good, man. So amazing. And like, wow. And we were trying to figure out who the number 1 wide receiver was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
We thought it was Darnell Mooney. Yeah. And it wasn't, right? Like, it wasn't Darnell Mooney.
Nobody on the roster that we were looking at.
It was nobody on the roster.
Nobody on the roster, dude.
You're damn straight.
And it's just like, man, are we stacked? We're stacked at the Chicago Bears. Really? You think they're stacked at wide receiver? Well, I don't know. Just look at what we got. I don't know. I wanted to get to this too real quick. This was early in the show when Shirty and then Bearski came in and just everybody's like, "Oh, Bears are done. They're done." Wait, we don't even have one snap. What do you mean they're done?
Yeah, that was Bearski, not me.
Okay, that's right. You were good. You only delved into it a little bit and then pulled yourself out.
Yeah, I allowed myself to get to his level, and then I was
started
like,
talking about, yeah,
you're
remember
wrong.
last year? And I was telling you, and I'm like, wait, you're just, I don't know. I sometimes I like it better. Like 3 years ago, remember when you were the content Bears fan? Too fucking content for me.
Foster, remember when you were the big time roofer? You see that?
I was going to ask you, what's with this fucking banner?
Well, because you
pretty good. I was gonna throw it back there with this one.
It was right before I pulled you. You were saying to Ked, you're like, I was a big time roofer, and then blah blah blah. I'm like, that's enough of this shit.
he pulled me one time
because you had to put the words, I was a big time roofer.
Yeah, I should have said big time. You know what? I was a long time roofer. It was only about
there you go.
47 years. 47 years of my life.
That's now you got the banner pulled. You corrected yourself.
Hey, I'm sitting in a
It wasn't
house,
like,
got
hey,
some
call
vehicles paid off, kids through college.
It wasn't like,
time,
hey,
baby,
dial 1-800 fuck Foster to get your big time roofer come in. We'll come in and redo your roof in a half a day. We can get 4 houses done in a day.
This is not a bad commercial, to be honest with you.
Big time roofers.
You pay Shorty a couple of bucks.
Wait, you want a commercial?
Greetings. I'm Dr. Dick Richards. Have you ever thought you were done going pee-pee? Only moments later to find a drip or 2 or 3 in your underwear? Have you ever
this is our sponsor.
Ashamed? Well, feel ashamed no more. Even the iconic legendary musician Elvis Presley has had his own share of drippy dick. For all the males and the they, them, there, though, thou arts out there. Anyone with a dick. I've invented a revolutionary patented design called Drippy Dicks. Our state-of-the-art patented design can absorb up to 2.5 cups of pee-pee. Place adhesive side down in your banana hammock. Watch Drippy Dicks go to work. The banana hammock is still dry. Just look at that absorption. Drippy Dicks. Made by a dick, for a dick. Drippy Dicks.
Wow.
Cover my eyes at the end there.
That was great. That's good stuff. I love the water. The water was that clinched the deal for me.
2.5 cups of pee-pee.
The banana hammock is now, kids. He made that like 3 years ago.
Yes.
I've seen it a couple of times, but somehow every time the water gets me, bro. The water.
The banana hammock is still dry.
They are actually selling that product now. But
yes.
It's called Depend.
Okay. Yes. They have fucking drippy. It's literally the exact same thing. It's a fucking maxi pad that I use to make that commercial that you put in your fucking underwear to prevent drippy dick.
See, the Johnson & Johnson's company is just making money hand over fist. So now they're selling. So they're selling maxi pads to men. They're selling baby wipes to men.
Yes.
They just took all the stuff.
They stole my idea, man. I made that as a joke 3 years ago, and it was blatantly stolen. It shows that this shows that one of the 250 views we get per week, but was by one of the guys that works for Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, right. You know what I saw? You know what I saw Thursday night, guys? Check this out. We had to just see if it works. They're making money.
Dicks. Come on, let's sell it. The commercial is like some guys golfing, and they're like one guy like, whoa, and they show it's almost like they sell the underwear for like this, like the penny liner to go into, like a slip into. They don't give you the banana hammock. So I've been talking to Drippy Dicks, and we're going to be coming out with a new commercial where they're going to be giving away the free banana hammock with the Drippy Dicks.
So they're packaging the draws with it too,
yeah, you're gonna get, with one box of Drippy Dicks, you're gonna get a free banana hammock.
This is awesome. Okay, all right.
Coming soon.
Oh, get that drip, y'all. Get that drip.
That's what I said. Oh, never mind.
I love how the chat's just like brushing right past it. Didn't see that.
Wow, that was awesome. That was a good little segment.
I saw it once.
Wait, let's do it together. I'll do the see no, you do the hear no, and then you do the. There you go.
Oh no.
That's too funny, man. So King Booker, look, I'm with you with this one. It's been up there for a while, so we'll address it. So who thinks the season is over without one game being played because of Parsons? I'm gonna say I'm pissed off today, but I don't think the season is over. I don't think that's really where we are. I don't think the Green Bay Packers are really that good a football team outside and around Michael Parsons anyways. I do think their coach is really good. But that's about as far as I'll go with all that. So I think we stand a chance because this time around, this season versus last season we had a coach who, if we were 3 points down, if we were 7 points down, if the game was within a touchdown, we were sure just about guaranteed to lose. I think that changes this season, and that's a huge factor. If we're in the football game, I think Ben Johnson is just maniacal enough to pull some level of machination to bring that to a turn that L into a W.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I don't know what kind of prediction I would give this season. I can't give it much more than 9 or 10 wins, but I think that's a hella improvement over 5. I think we're going to see market improvement in the trajectory of this team finally and have an idea what the identity is. And I think 2026, all bets are off, bro. So, yeah, I don't think the season's over, man. And I don't think it's over because of Michael Parsons.
Wait a second. I need to. There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you
very much. You're an Elvis fan too?
No, but I do.
Sounds good always.
Blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue. Just thinking about you. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll take the Elvis impression way over the dance moves, though. I'll...
Oh, wait a second.
Here it is. Oh, he got a little bit better. The last time I seen him, he got a little bit better.
For PJ's advice.
Yeah. You down with BCP?
Okay.
You know me. You down with BCP?
PJ, you been cool.
Let's blow.
None of this anymore.
Shift the tempo. Yeah. Respect the pivot, bruh. Mean medium mode.
I know, Foster. I was
with my bars each row.
I'm telling you, I've been around, bro. I've seen it.
Yeah.
He's a little bit better. He's a little bit better. He's been working on this.
Well,
PJ's like, you got to
that's
slow
only
down.
because PJ's been around to coach him.
Yeah, he's like, you got to slow it down. So I'm like,
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
You domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Well, guys, we're going on 2.5 hours. You want to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's call it a day. I think we've said what we needed to say. Really sucks that Michael Parsons is over there, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I think we've got a guy, like I say, I think all our hopes lies in the new head coach, and I think that guy is fantastic, man. I think he's a fucking genius. So, fingers crossed. I think we're going to have a hell of a season. There will be some ups and downs. There will be some times where we'll be pulling our hair out and screaming, but there will also be some levels of awesomeness that I don't think we saw coming. So bear down to each and every one of you. Thanks a million for having me on again, Shorty. Good to see you, Foster, man. It's always fun chopping it up with you. Come check me out, Kedza Canuck, at Kedza Canuck on YouTube. Superflex Fantasy Football Show will be live and direct very soon. I may have some shows lined up for next week, to be honest, because we're headed towards draft week anyways. So a little bit late in the season because of other issues, but we're getting it done, man. Should be fun. We're gonna have some awesome new guests on the show. Shout out to the Crooked Commish and to D Nice. Yeah, and my guy Samo, who just joined the league as well. So we should have having some fun.
All right.
Thanks a million, guys.
Thank you.
Keds, man, you're always welcome on the show. I mean, shit. You've been around for pretty much since day one of the reignition of this channel. And we love having you, man. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Thank you for hopping on with us just last second notice. And, it's been a blast talking with you, as always, my friend.
I was trying to get Shorty to take another vacation, and I was going to just have Ked's host, and then I would go down to Florida or Georgia and get control of the show, and then just keep you, and then we just let him go.
Hey, man, Foster.
I'm saying stuff when people are listening.
If that's going down, you just email me. You know where I'm at, man. I'll be on.
Because even Diesel Joe says you should have your own show. Exactly, he does.
He does.
Man.
Tell them where you can find him, where they can find you again, man.
We should put it in the chat too.
Again, Keds the Canuck right here on YouTube at Keds the Canuck. Can't miss it. Check me out. Multi-streaming on a regular basis, but at the same time, you will find the Superflex Fantasy Football Show. If you're a fantasy football head, we'll be doing some analysis on the entire NFL as we move forward throughout the season. Should be good looks, but you know me, I'm always going to be spinning it in some capacity from a Bears perspective. So take it for what it's worth, like it or hate it. Y'all Lions fans on tour, you know what I mean? It will have a little bit of a Bears spin, but it's going to be fantasy, so you'll see how she goes across the board.
All right.
Respect to the chat, man. Big ups to all you guys out there. Cliff, Grizz, shout out, Scrolls. Love to all you guys, man.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. We've got a lot of newbies in chat tonight. O'Tour, not a newbie, but thanks for joining us tonight. Our resident Lions fan, you're a fucking rock star. Thank you for being such a respectful fan of another team in the NFC North. You know how much we love and appreciate
human beings.
Yeah. Atmos, Mr. Mayhem, Cliff Victoria, Chad Spieger. We love you guys. Minister Charles Johnson.
Oh, the minister's with us.
Minister was here earlier. Yep. We got, Atmos, the Scrolls. It's Crimson, you dig. Haven't seen you in a while in here. Great to see you again. Laz. Oh, we got it. We got
Crimson was with us. Shout out Crimson too, and Laz, man. I haven't seen Laz in a minute either, man. Big up.
Yeah, for sure.
This life crap that goes on really gets in the way of shit.
No shit, right? Jay Grizzly Bear, thanks for joining us.
Oh, D Rocket Dreams here too, man. You got a full house, shorty.
Oh yeah,
Rocket Dream, thanks for joining us, man.
You got 70 on YouTube.
I mean, there's a lot of newbies we have to scroll up to find, but Brian Gilmore, thank you, my friend.
There's a million freaking comments, dude. This is taking forever.
John King Bravo Stocktone, Relentless Mikey. I'll scroll to the top. You go to the bottom.
I was trying to get to the top. I'm like 3/4 of the way there.
Bruha's there too, man. Shout out to Bruha, man.
Bruha.
I was gonna say all half these people at least not more.
Oh, if not most of them. Vizzo,
right?
They all know you. AC Adam, Bears fan Goomba, Googly Bear was in here. Armando Lara, Junior, Patty Lara.
Oh, Junior and Patty were in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where's the Superback at, man? I gotta get
Armando and Patty are in my neighborhood, man. We're probably less than about a mile apart.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I gotta meet them someday, man. I just got.
Superback is gonna be a guest though. He'll be a guest soon.
You're bringing Sean on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For like our second or third time.
I gotta chop it up with Sean, man. I miss chopping it up with Sean. He gives me great insight, man.
Sure, go on vacation. And then it'll be me, Peach, Shirley. I mean,
by the way, I try to promote our favorite podcasters, So let's do that for a second. So Sean Sierra, who Keds is talking about from the Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Sean Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
They're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can catch them tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's a 2-hour show. It's all Chicago sports. They talk about Bears every time. Cubs, Bulls, Blackhawks sometimes, Sox. It's a fucking great show. Check them out. Also,
Oh wow,
fuck this guy. That's all I have to say. Fuck that guy.
he
And
ate
we
it.
got it. We got to thank Bearsky. You guys all know what great video work Bearsky does. So
Yeah, he's good, man. Shout out to Paul Ski, man.
Thank you, Polsky.
for all the stuff he's done for us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us tonight,
man.
Bearsky. Like Bearsky.
Get us a commercial, Kebs. Get us a commercial for you. You gotta
I
put one
have
together.
a commercial for him. Is this
Oh,
the
do you? You
Yeah,
might.
one?
You might.
Hold on. I think I removed it because I didn't think that it was your actual channel. So what is your channel again?
It's not. It's not.
Oh, okay.
I know which one you have. It's a dope
Okay.
ass commercial. So like since we're talking about it, shout out to J2K as well, man. Big ups to J2K because man, the work that he's put in this community and it's a thing of beauty. It's really brought the community together in many different ways. And you know, he's a friend. Like I say that out loud. He's a really great guy. You guys catch him in the chat with his football insight, but behind the scenes, just a fantastic human being.
Hey,
So,
he helped rebrand this channel. Everything you see around here is the work of J2K. Most of it, what you're seeing on the screen right now, definitely is the logo. Like he's a stand-up guy that's just been trying to help all Bears community, and he's just a good friend of the channel too, just like he is of you. I'm trying to think of any other promos I have here that I can play right now, other than J2K's promo, which has multiple promos, which I don't want to. I don't have his actual channel, which is what's it called? NFL draft.
There's another word I'm forgetting.
I don't know, but I think this is more important of a question. The scroll says, "Can Bearsky or J2K do some AI clips involving Shorty and K Adams?"
Oh, please.
That's
No,
the comment of the night. I think Scrolls has gotten 3 of them in the last 5 I've done.
Hey, Scrolls, I can do that. Good idea. My wife won't be happy with it, but
I was gonna say we know what Shorty's doing tonight. Actually,
Pornhub will be. All right, man. You guys are all awesome, man.
shut the show down right now.
4-star Chicago
Who's
Sports.
going to masturbate? Oh, sorry.
Nobody.
4-star
Not Mr.
Chicago
Shorty.
Sports, also supports us, and we support them. I think they should be live right now. So when we end this show, our audience should be directed to their live content. So please check out 4-star Chicago Sports as well. Here he is right here. 4-star Chicago Sports. Great stuff. They do like a late show right after us on Thursday nights. Go check them out if you still want to talk Bears. You guys for the 110 millionth time are what makes this show. And without you, we could not do it. Your support, just you guys in chat are just amazing. And you make this show what it is. So thank all of you guys for once again being here with us, hanging out with us, having a good time. We like to have fun first, talk Bears second. They're kind of one they go hand in hand. And we love you guys. Thank you guys.
Man, I want to have a lot of fun this year.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. We are gonna have
even more fun when the Bears are winning, dude.
We are. All of our channels, kids, every one of us is just gonna blow up because all the Bears fans are just gonna be. We own the NFL world. We're just what's that phrase? They said it right after 9/11. They said the United States is a beehive in the making or something. What do they call us?
I don't know.
It's like basically our Bears fan base
He's got sometimers. Sometimes
we're just kind of We've got a diehard base that has 100 podcasts on YouTube, and then there's the rest of us that crawl out of the woodwork when things start to look good. And when things start to look good, we are all going to be celebrating together. And my, oh my, what a glorious time it will be.
Like I say,
Party at all those.
Party at all those.
Here, man. Oh, party at all those.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Unless
Shout
you
out
want
to Godfather as well, man.
Unless all you want to fly to Georgia to my house, I'll have the party. You can piss in my bushes. I have plenty of land.
I'll just shoot up.
Are those wives still pissed off at you for this, or what?
I think probably.
Oh, so, note to self: don't pee in the bushes at Aldo Gardia's house. Just putting that out there.
Hey, I bought him like dinner at Gibson's, bro. So she can't be mad at me that much.
She's still.
Yeah, he said she's over it. They laugh about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many times have we laughed about it, man?
Yeah. Hey, we're laughing about it. That's a good point.
I would still suggest you don't.
He's only 13,000 miles away, dude. He'll be here soon.
Hey, it's only 2 hours on a plane, buddy. Guys, we will. Keds, I want to thank you again for joining us tonight. Bearsky, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I know he had to leave to put his daughter to bed, so that might not have gone well, so he didn't rejoin us. Foster, great show. PJ, Carl, we missed you. We love you guys. We will see you. We'll see you again next week. And next week, Foster and I are going to be shaving our beards
during the show
down to bald vagina faces as we get ready.
He's not. He's gonna keep his little mustache.
No, I'm gonna shave mine into a mustache for most of the show, so I can have a mustache.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shave the rest of my mustache on the show while you shave your face. And then we're gonna do razors. We're gonna do a razor shave, and then we're gonna hold it off for the play. We're gonna keep growing these motherfucking shaggy faces until we make the playoffs this year.
He makes like a bigger deal out of it every year and then doesn't go through with it.
No, I'm
alone with a beard like this by the end of December, but at least I can go be Santa Claus because I look like him with this thing.
I'm like, Foster, what's with that Santa Claus beard? No,
yeah.
I'm doing it. We're doing it.
It's like week 11. Why is your beard so long?
We are going to look.
What we were supposed to do.
Foster, it takes you like 15 minutes to grow that thing. So like I'm seeing you shave it, and it'll be back in no time.
It takes me a week to grow this. I'm going to look like an ass. Like I'm going to look so ridiculous with a completely razor shaved face.
It's that Italian blood, man.
It's funny. Oh, okay. I don't
know. I'm just guessing.
You're guessing? Okay.
I'm bald. My dad got his last haircut about 2 weeks after he died. That's how much hair he had.
Oh, okay. All right. So, look, I've seen you without it. You lose like 10 years, bro, when you shave it off. So I'll be tuning in next week to see young Foster because it's kind of crazy. Y'all be shocked.
10 years.
It's true though.
It's so weird when you see someone that has a beard and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you have no top lip. That's me.
This thing's been getting me to senior discount since I was 38 years old. Swear to God.
The true story. Yeah, no, I'm with it. But I'll be tuning in. I'll watch you guys cut this thing off, and it'll be good to see young Foster again.
Oh well, both of us are going to look like 20-year-olds.
This guy dreams.
Young Shorty and young Foster out on the town.
Dude, whenever I'm so terrified of this, but I'm going to do it just for you, buddy, because I fucked you over the last 2 years. I'm going to do it.
I believe it when I see it.
We're going to do it. It'll be fun. Stay tuned for that. It will be a lot of fun.
Getting in my car and driving down there and shaving you on. I'm going to film it too. I'll strap you down and shave you. Even your eyebrows.
I'm doing it. I promise you.
All of it. Gone.
I was going to go to a mustache tonight.
The neck up, man. We're not going anywhere else.
I was going to go down to a mustache tonight and try to live with it for the next week. But I can't stand looking at myself in the mirror with a mustache for a week. So I'm just going to do it next week for half a show, a mustache. And then I'll shave it off. And we'll be in it. We'll be in it to win it, buddy. Playoffs are beard.
Lawsuit incoming. Clef, nicely played.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. You guys are fucking awesome. Keds, Bearsky, thank you for joining us. Foster, great show. PJ, Carl, we missed you. We'll see you soon when you rejoin us. As you know, Keds, we end this show on a 1 or 2 or 3 Bears. I know a lot of people want to go, you know, bear down, but that's just me. I'm just a Bears kind of guy. So we're going to end this on a 1, a 2, a 3.
Bears.
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 Giddy up, groove, stay. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radially. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo.